member no na so see a trance epomo de dia guri mo seba eba be ramu kama pere ma home na no me sabo area power sima no bako na ne koma ye de ba no do ye papa nra the ultimate no matches J Penny course tutu no a big game a ramu Stamford Bridge no Luther King area update out on cyber ababeto so 18 year mananra wadwen che ewo game no no dia na beka ere afa ho on the Facebook page or Fakye TV or join here wa like wa share wa comment me patro o search na ansa to so a obetimi a follow here Fakye TV on Facebook on YouTube Fakye TV on Sato so subscribe and kama pa na boa na ne makoye peri ama on your WhatsApp line no 020754 3637 0207543637 na boa na niama de ye pa etini area ma enu echi big game ane eramono Arsenal against Bayern Munich ugidi se sign ene besi akọ ero so betim be wadwenche ba in a form of text message ni akenkan etini area ma still Chelsea obaba be ramo Ghana ha as team ba ko mo support pa e wo wiase afana nyina no izanzenra da 3-0 win no ase yomopie team adwenche bra na kasafa hone mboa na niam ko ye performance ne series tie no UCL nti be be chewa amano ne kakra baro ramo de Ghana Premier League na a Sunday match no na jese Basically Stars hosti Krobia Kumasi Asante Koroko as usual said that ye no dali de nyina e de emma mono ti urama Basike line up re odubi Kasi Tai ono ye goalkeeper Moses Ato ono na ye omo captain Isa Yakubu Francis Otin J2 your Kwesi Kofi Gideon Prince Keneboa Jacob Boazi Erafi your Party Ahin Emmanuel Kwame Richmond Somia Nafisono your Gibor Apia omo de players eri omo estati timera mabobukwa ye from Basically Stars omo be jono Francis Asante Kingsford Bafo Hagan Kofi Matthew Mason Lawrence Gadese ena yewo Oliver Kwao Jokola Enafi Prince Asempa Diomo no benchuere mo Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko line up no Mohamed Kamara Samba O'Neil captain Kwame Poku Lord Hirari Adabo Hubert Joe Patrick Kasiedu Baba Yaya Joseph Ablo Thierry Cheze omoye warm up na we prefimu ama Zakaria Fuseni aba beshe na 9 ma bibi Ablo shemo Zakaria Fuseni ene wo Inusa Adams Lord Amwa ena Peter Amidu Akwa ero mo bench ono Aziz Aruna Dai Samuel Tenedu yewo listo wo hene ena Moefi Donzu yo Francis Akwa ena fi Abrantia ye friend Lawson neze champion no Ali Mohammed ena Joseph Amwa jomo ena Mranti omo so no bench edema Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko duri abena yana ho quick ye kwere bape abe aforo ebeba be ramuna o join na hwe sina sena esi etie big game na kosonem sisi aro o hwe sere niama ni si ko wa ese pepepe ena feel ni tie sisi a ye di ready amanti fans na ba komienu bi aba omoba aba be supporto omu team ni adia di after we no Kotoko be senya standing game the MTN FA Cup na Sunday so no omo abomediam okroma eno ni league match a ejepena etimi akoso di amawa enjoy feeling no de akoso won zemana de no won so wa enjoy kakra ni adia di enya de keto akra monitor for more angles MTN FA Cup no so no round of 64 matches no enso eguso a enso ashasi ani na mo no ye the update no ebe rame timi ra amount ma me na mo quick member na ba na yembo so ba ko mienu bi na afi enko na mano ne nsem ne to aso ma wadwen chere meje 020754 3637 0207 now ya buy up the akibia eto aso itimere amam hera so tima ya boy juma bo amane makoye Paramount the Blues omo na ne omo joma na so omo ge juma pa na yo omo da na ahwewe na no omo yen massive win indeed omo fans ni age pa ken on the every run ya call na yetini abani monitor from all angles no na ya said any man city it ma again channel 0207543637 0207543637 on Facebook page on okwa Fakye TV na wabomodia follow ye wa like wa share we ja comment no make kan etimi e de amazanze Chelsea nkunu die ne ba adaje ni poso ken bibia aboko de
nyamia dom international super diaby
are landing ye blue ba metima ma na ye red ne nti e fa
afam pawie
oh okay
on say Sunday no North London derby Arsenal the tifo bi buy
yeah
and anu Chelsea so e de tifo buy to share this week tifo na wura no ye bibia na me the statistics Arsenal na ba munchin omu meetings ba na yase wura ma na team mu ode say una mana wo sresre na wo momon Arsenal na ye wia ye betia wo mo
Mate, LD yazu yo opi for said ne mo benya win no na ma Sunday clash no. Aye super. Jura mi jamu fama on. Na fire kwa ma no ne bra. Ti yenko.
Right, brother Samson. Now you be breaking it down. Now you're touching it down. Now you're knocking it down. Now you're jamu yom power man on semo. Now me shas here. Raoul D Thomas. Now Raoul D Thomas. What in some piatuga. What's about football with your football pa? Now dentia on per football say no craning yamian. What's say football currently at this robot. What's say overboard upetime tumrikasa umfa ball and Tottenham and ya Raoul the Paul no was football has become very robotic and we summer what ya to go and ya busa Raoul the Paul and said dear no here enter all case football ababe robotic and was it here was ubonya 11 players no munya dimrika dim framachi ade baako sabia so mo danka bom aso mo adwenate aso mo didi o ball aso na ade ketekete ade frama gumi na omu dimrika de akire na ensam fata na uye player na se unya ball no na wanya fa kude coach beka won fanya djuma ye be benchu ni na come football and I say football enya kono ensam openda to ga na o kasa play away and o coach Joao Miranda na mrebi no Podma Atletico Madrid o be premo Italy na Joao Miranda and da sembia to ga afa manager ye fa Luciano Spalletti was open way e ba djuma tactics when maduma pa na e ba human relations was one year o yo bia obe mo suro no what the fear e pesho mo o ye manager pa one A plus and shada enye free o pabusa plus o right for Luciano Spalletti a manage omo ana coach omo emu tutu say and one omo ekusu ye free o yo bia obetiatia o pegu edman say obecha so ye boss e wo so usuro no enu eyensama Joao Miranda e dia tuga concerning Luciano Spalletti and why ye jama break it down aso adama na mami Inter Milan omu Jesse no na menya wadwuma ni nyina so Roma Inter Milan omu se omu Jesse omu third Jesse for 2026-2027 say and ebeye okay the Brazilian Ronaldo Nazario Ronaldo Mudu wasi akadama Inter Milan Bob ekwani pen na omu so be take inspiration from one of the iconic players ombe boy Edma Inter Milan se bibia didema na chase ampa 2026-2027 omu third Jesse say enebeye and we Inter Milan thereby na urama no mo game against a team ye Atletico Madrid na Reverend Denzel Dumfries boy no anopamentma o so when 20 training report amete esa boy ene game no one team mobi enye game nankwa nyame pa weekend way Inter Milan against Pisa on Sunday and so I out one team more and Ramo Coppa Italia on against Venezia and so Denzel Dumfries and team more game be a some part my woman and at the top so me breaking it down at the amamo mamen touch way down so my Claudio Lotito na open way at in some piatuga eswate on a presido at Malazio Popokono watete esan crofokika and a team of Lazio omo beton and a Saudi Arabia for Edsikeba na Claudio Lotito as him breaking it down na yen church ni mfam bia ho emfa emamo ese Arab for monyo musika omo mpaba bi mfamfa na enye Lazio Popokono na onye ready eso beton Lazio ne on Tony China na Lazio upon say all advertising company snow ekika ese omo eton wasu rama so far this season injuries Lazio na so no yo panyina wo ye pampe ojira ba bi ojira on to ntaso on to form emfa ne ketrama mfo da biara da na Lazio omo nton enti tima all running on Saudi fon for musika emfa nko ba bi eno edeba na Anthony mamenko Anthony ho obeka me breaking it down edima onanu ada ese Anthony just onya straight red card abra Real Betis na omo elbow against Girona na game na game biana no tempa na eno na Real Betis Pili Anthony na red card no esan combo over 10 edamomo uramo La Liga competition committee omo rejected esombo over 10 Anthony red card no ebasa o suspended e game na no ada me patcho di red card no game sadomenem eno Sevilla derby and your Real Betis against Sevilla and so I suspended now Roma Real Betis almost some maninka Besia Pili at the appeals committee as someone Tani Anthony the red card no said the Bayer a derby gamer Betis against Sevilla Obetma Biama Kama na ne Urama mame one Pellegrini video no na Manuel Pellegrini actually one of the experienced coaches or county na was what the joy what the happiness Dima Antoine the Brazilian na prepare come money channel na Antoine hono 1 in 18 come Antoine upon so suspended our game toga and Sevilla derby against Sevilla Boboko no na was some manager man stress kakra na bia so etime fine me bia so etime kama and no edeba na mamin touching down so Real Madrid adena ayade mame chuamini jame tenesa boy no say urama no pametema o ese only center back were available were fit no also the fitness ne ye boy na ye fan Raul Asensio jame tenesa ene o pande for Alonso ebetimi ama boy ye fan chuamini abo as center back anasa Alvaro Carreras ebetima ball as a center back na bia sweat my kama abromo back against Olympiacos and your Champions League gamer basone and me jam adamamo na me patro ma me Paul na Oberkai Liverpool omuchi Premier League no na omo celebration open top bus parade etodwa ema supporter bi at the car ekotwifa Liverpool supporters and so na opayino no yede no kopie mo court abrane dikai you be say so guilty or not was say onye guilty ema omusai September no omusai de no kotumo na 53-year-old Paul Dole and then the wajatum ese odifo and wajatum say oye guilty na eye ni pa 130 wode ka twifo mo so from enkwada ekosim panyimfo so no and tum so difo obasre ese omo mfanche no na ene court ese swaja tum dia omo de final sanction final verdict omo de beba na omo atwe babia susuan ade body han ebe kwakogo na mami break way down ese Jose Mourinho anopa mi di video bi bra wone Wesley Schneider sa video na daso no abra okisi Wesley Schneider ni ti on enu ye busa Mourinho sa awopanyine sabi uye gay ana ukọ kisi wa kasa former player Wesley Schneider ukọ kisi ni ti on enu Mourinho sa o kisi mo ntiase o ye player bi o man trouble and yes so see the days Inter Milan Obeka 2010 was it no Alpha and Omega and your Wesley Schneider or play a crucial part at the man and to be pound career on Mourinho Satan Omania the best of the coaching career or shall be also done as son of appreciation now also kissing it on no biasu etumia kama and no and that's why you church I'm breaking it down not you're touching it down no Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan omu meetings nas Fabia Sumame na enye kama ultra Atletico Madrid ni Inter omu meetings so far omu shout 3 times and ebe the 4th time Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan ebe shout UEFA me patch omu kam teaching mo na previously 3 games omu shano Atletico Madrid winning 2 back 2010 UEFA Super Cup final omu jeye and 2023 2024 and also me patch run of 16 second leg and also the team ye friend Atletico Madrid and so e win here and omalusu bako and the 4th time Atletico Madrid Asia A2 Inter Milan na biaso ayekama na mami Premier League no paying for some touching it down and famao and so 2027 Premier League Ebashas here Nyamipa Ebe Saturday 22nd August 2026 and Ebashas here now Bana we 30th May 2027 and no a Sunday and a papa na we here and no a timer data a bashas here our Premier League next season and I'm breaking it down as so at the amamono now and the game ni toka and we Arsenal a ball against Bamunchen our Emirates per report amete ese nipa over 600 million and the Barca game we be and anadri Arsenal Bob Bamunchi no nipa over 600 million and the petima be na biaso kama mame meetings no utwa Arsenal and Bamunchi na meeting say and esitie ukopema so far yadesa Arsenal winning 3 and Bamunchi winning 8 and mu 3 so I draw enti uchako mu meetings omoshia me pacho 14 times na 14 times no Bamunchen I win him 8 Arsenal I win him 3 and him 3 acquire draw and no edeba na me pacho this season ultra Arsenal Bamunchen omo performance and no and Arsenal this season we put 18 matches we win 15 we draw 2 and so far 39 goals and we concede me pacho we concede 6 na Arsenal Bankugwa this season Arsenal lose game just say out of 18 games or winning a makumako me pacho 15 and oma draw to lose 1 Arsenal this season only 1 loss and Arsenal and a 39 goals scored and oma concede 6 oko Bamunchina oma ball 8 games makumako 18 oma winning 17 oma draw 1 oma so enya lose bi oma 64 goals oma concede 15 just and best gaga diabesi epesi eno ede eba na me pacho urama another statistics eso ene daso no eba UEFA Champions League 2 teams no eso ade epem so ama biaso ye kama na eba UEFA Champions League this season omo resource senator urama so far adese Bamunchi enya 3-1 win over Chelsea omo 5-1 win over El Pafo Olympiacos and a 4-0 win over Club Brugge and Omchi PSG so a bono 3-1 Oko Arsenal so 4 matches Arsenal so abo so enamite emano na uko Roman Pacho Bamunchen out of 4 games so mabono Champions League no me Pacho match 15 goals Omo conceded 3 Omo 12 out of 12 na so mo 12 points 4 games so mo winning na Omo da top our Champions League group no Arsenal 4 games so mo this season Omnia 2-0 win over Bilbao and Omnia 2-0 win over Olympiacos Omnia 4-0 win over Atletico Madrid and Omnia Slava Prague as well as 3-0 4 games Arsenal Champions League was 11 goals one conceded on 12 out of 12 on 4 games wabo were winning na on so Ukorama den asane diebesi epese na Uraman Pacho Bukayo Saka as well Michael Olise omo aye wingers and they show my name na ochom so statistics so far Bukayo Saka this season was bought 19 games was 8 goals why 1 assist and Michael Olise was bought 23 games was 11 goals why 8 assists etasampa and Jumane EPC mami tifo no urama me pacho this week 2 tifos and urama London nano North London derby Arsenal for the tifo by Abranom players as at the dam and no you say Chelsea as at the omutifo as with Daba I chama biaso kama na Vison company me pacho wakasa bo Mikel Arteta wa bona baso yenten sama company attitude.
He was a big part of the supporting staff, and you could see, you know, his activity around the place. You know, obviously Pep was the architect, but behind him he had people that were just constantly giving him feedback and sort of challenging him, and he was definitely that person. So I think when he left, no one was necessarily surprised that he would become the manager he can become, you know, and yeah, and I have to say I'm really impressed by this Arsenal team. I think operationally, if you look at
I know and summer Vison company the double decker man or Bob Mikel Arteta baso around summer bar Liverpool Florent Vert yes we pra or beko sideline until next year March and a Florent Vert bucket mesiakai for both club and country and around sampa ye jejamon as them na sota kasa what is say we confused on one kasa no ma to Liverpool no we're confused person and as well.
I'm also like so many others almost confused, like how is this possible with so much quality available that I cannot find a way of winning with my team, which is also not completely true because people could also say we've won 2 out of the last 4. We've won 3 out of 4 Champions League games. Now we're in the Champions League and we're talking about the Premier League, and when we're in Premier League we cannot talk about our Champions League wins.
I know an assault. Then somehow do an amateur na me patro and yes, or yet 1 hour. Now only Liverpool players no as you deal come tactical meeting between an assault as you any players na no day na also church normal or here and also the guna kwamo na an assault to the meeting as opinion after tactical meeting no I was say yeah juma kaka edmamo ni nyina say urama Liverpool omo opponent and you no more PSV so far omo 17 games this season omo lose just to pay Liverpool 18 games and Liverpool almost so lose 8 just and Liverpool diagra at their fair so a buy omo time and no add the dapama so you're breaking it down not you're touching it down now you're knocking it down not my point their friend Semenyo diamante say Bournemouth Anton winter we are the release clause £65 million no omurabu sama esobete na enye below 50 million pounds, between 50 and 60, and no at the eba, ye jejamo, as so at Jamamo, not mammy touching it down, as a ultra goalkeeper Mike Menona, on so far, a general contract, on Pesa Obe renew, there is a Chelsea, a far contacted, as some now boy now, or more pair, and none of pay a similar, as I outbought Mike Menon, or more boniprum, as he believe so far, oh boy, yes, would there to be a good, na rinu nothing of famaye, or masha send goalkeeper team coma, Diamete, as soon as a Chelsea, as well program, I contact someone and omope, and we are there, but Bernardo Silva. Ubrama so far the contract, everybody we are summer way more, or pay free agent, offer from Saudi Arabia, Abba, Bernardo Silva, as the Derby Chinchilla time, or no, or Bobo Europe. It is one Premier League more likely destination, pay Italy, as to Adama Bernardo Silva, no be also to my camera, Mammy Ronaldo watch, na minya juma emfa emamo si Ronaldo misunku malewa ogudu babai na me pacho Ronaldo atowatch we are customized what the akoma Portugal players are about UEFA Nations League on omo boy emo a sign of appreciation, sign of thank you what Thomas say as omutim buaji UEFA Nations League na delay Diogo Jota na okambi ema Portugal je na Diogo Jota de no me pacho what the image ato so ayene kama wa customize and oda come ne family ne yere any abusia no ss wa to watch and the Portugal team na omuji UEFA Nations League na delete na was some de de eso de brano omatimi de akoma na mabia eso ay kama na David Luiz akasa was PSG was in a time of power PSG na Rexy de Alagaskia kena was no more squad na squad mu squad na ja as a den omantuani Champions League I am former PSG from 2014 to 2016 was say one of the best teams so far on swabo some squad na squad depth and no so ye and no some opinion no so at the atuga ye jama breaking it down na me pacho Bissouma so Tottenham a player boy no Carter and a Bissouma and rehabilitation I'm a piasoye kama and no and we post on IG na Joshua Zexi AS Roma make offer at Manchester United as a Joshua Zexi pen a loan with an option to buy na bibia kama at the amomo diamante as a boy aka yes at the Roma for Wakache United and for someone sanction deal no na on kona bibia enya kama eso emfa emomo na okopemo Barcelona diamante sa company aro some say on some of the bro set Turkey workers and an juma was Spotify company emomusi ntromaka contractors no omuntrom kama protest demonstration tia company no na Jamaican Turkish workers no na nipa 79 illegal nipa ompewura mu eso Spain no mu nkrata na mpanyimfo ntromaka omusan edomko amayesu korama company no adjust so for my final no Jamaican 1.09 million euros as omumetua mwakwa kofa Crawford omaba no one illegal way and I want to mobile man send to Moka, Masai Edomoko, and we are Jamaican in Nico Martinez. Now, boy, not Gusuya to Barcelona, and no IG profile, what was some picture net down at the picture, all Barcelona title celebration picture. And what Jacoto, Bibiatama Basa, Omujela Liga celebration picture na in Nico Martinez HIA and an open IG page or the Akoto and now Barcelona team and do Spain in term. No mutu ahomache opinions flick and momo break as someone call Rastica no boyfriend Pedri Ramos for City on the Okoye training some of the other players or Omdomosoma Kogomon Mase na also personally Omoba na Ombe training no bibia asu etimia kama at the ama womo and no at the tower ye jejamon at Jamana Alejandro Grimaldo now Grimaldo buy up for Leverkusen or left back and yes why left back now this season 17 games wabo for club and country boy you know I just made 13 goal contribution in 17 games Alejandro Grimaldo asu atimiabo no ya de elmamo boy ne start no better so ubonso abo adwuma pa no dawa ye jamu edamam na 17 games 8 goals 5 assists and watch Mami Bassa goalkeeper Juan Garcia na enwa game no para we ni goalkeeper ni team komo was say no krani nyame anim ni so bo akasebo en kasa toto me na o say omo 11 players in bar and come ntimi Chelsea na omo say akodi red card na enya striker ye defender and akodi red card na eyada eyapa no eye Barcelona goalkeeper no nin sama odi tuga ebi ene ye jejamo eso edi amamo ene odwumade no so na Paul Scholes akasa about Arsenal boy never Berechi Eze was boy no na wohwe boy ni din a so boy no ni pabia dia akan goals boy no very brilliant na ojina ball mo a wochese donim dia oye adana efi ni game no so odi goals epaka wo Arsenal no otimi sha se goals na o win games atuma Arsenal adesa £100 million player and no any price tag no the yan say or the goals epeka ni game no na obesha say winning matches at the Arsenal game we dey about to pa sinkire den na say we winning game no na odama Arsenal na bibia eso tima ye kama no eje do ma me Real Madrid just na nana jombe share against Olympiacos just no enie and Madrid Jesse omobeshe edabo ena eda screen so ye de amam no akwese sea blue eno obeshe Manchester United Jesse omoso ebeshe for Sunday against a Crystal Palace omoso no eyade so ma we Jesse no eno ena United beshe na bia so ye kama na Roma PSG omo traveling squad eso aba squad omo de akobo ne game omo bon wo mankasa home against a Tottenham Lucas Berardo na wanya Marquinhos Zabani Kvaratskhelia, Fabian Rios, Gonzalo Ramos, Dembele, Vitinha, Lee Cain, na wanya Lucas Hernandez, Mayulu, na wanya Nuno Mendes, Bradley Bacola, Sasso ena Chevalier goalkeeper, Zaire Emery, Sasso ena Safonov, ena Injantu, Yawo Mbaye, William Pacho, Martin James, Joao Neves, eno Leicester Omudi Ram, ama biaso tmaye kama, eno Eba, ye jam debiti ewie na maya dwuma kakra jama eso no so rama me pacho La Liga versus me pacho Premier League or this season back Champions League omo about 9 games and omo sha only Barcelona 2-1 or say Newcastle no and Spain La Liga omo winner omo so atimenya na mame Atletico Madrid omo lunch na wie as usual 2 teams about Champions League was executives no Asia na omutumi ekodidi na omuhwe na bibia so etimi akama na ampa omu epie ya omu call lunch akodidi lunch no na eda so Enrique Cerezo ho na ensantofo kwatwe brafo ebusa presido ese Mr. Cerezo wadaruma ya tesa Barcelona a contact him for Julian Alvarez no krana and was we dey na me papa na ba me no boy no episode na woni baby akọ se obi kacho se Julian Alvarez ebe free Atletico Madrid akopem Barcelona sinipan hu damra basem kowa ntro green just ensama eni nyina so eno ensama Enrique Cerezo eso etmaya ye nyina so ensama wodo a ye bobo no enawie e wo Fakye TV so abraya breaking it down na ya touching it down na ya knocking it down near Jejamu Yompano Super International Abu Dhabi any team no edi akanya ebeto aso eso edi ama abeku obeso
amate merasio rasera kase kwa fama luta kensa wejana na so abojuma etiera mama wajenche number 0207543637 0207543637 na sera kase reko fama Millennium Constructions yaka ere acho se Xmas package no Millennium Adaroma adenenya hyase ohwem live on Fakye TV and sasene na wo ho no danko a mehe ya na omosi we ne discount ne ya abode ya tete so na kaza Millennium one de ewozo obi enye ono ankasa ne fie na omonkomo ne simple yezi ne no say half plot na pe quarter plot na pe full plot na pa omobomode ahwian so ya tete so amana ba form kra ediko na kokoji bi na boa na ne manko ye perform da bia asara me kere cho no omo na fa na dance ehu ne ma bia omo ye unique so pass ase ato o pese wo to fie o pese wo si fie o fie na dada o pese o renovate anampo no ene no kra no o pese obomode na real estate development no oro hu shema ni Millennium for any so diazi don't come a Millennium construction so mo ene boa na ne amadeda ye pa etimi area man ti be pacho opomo a oro ani chemo kuma asebo she na Yas Junction a omo na mom no uwechi a for mo na ma ne omo nkasa don't come adanko amehe ya plot bi a pe bi aro yere na ya teso ezanse Xmas ni ntino yes discount no eda so 0244 274084 0244 ni omo eni komo ne mboa na odaye so no emma kama so no etimi efama gentleman dental clinic de bia meka ere jose nipa wo a oseno de huni ezanzo obi hu a ade ba ko ohwe wo ho no se ne enye nita yebema odi ewo so ohwe na oseno de huni unya ha bi wo numa odi ano so obo modern a contact doctor ezaze obo modern a examination consultation no oyere ma kama pa root canal treatment no zenne udodo musin no ena unya ha kakra ho ya na ante se yo ya aya mana ba be se kakakra na bamu ama tokure dam na no de okwa ye wode etu ho na ye wode ye bre ne apepa mu aye ne kama pa na ya bo modern afele etiniere amantiko na yambo ana ne manko ye fama scaling and polishing enduane edidi no adeda yesene so akeka yesinim ama yeseno change color okwa ombre na omabo modern yi sa ha no nyina erefu ade ama na wonu no etimi adawo kama pa after no teeth whitening is no na about na more finishing na pai fita me ba cho nko bebia me mfa bibia enko kotwu se so ma o se ne mba emma bebugu mo gentleman dental clinic ye brena ndeni na aboa na o se na efita do se mu amwo ha kakra o musimu no ba kusia ya na eha adwen e was ne ukona ye bom modern na yetimi eye bigere ma oni nyina se ye ma braces no medicated one a ebema sen no ho aye den na etimi asanso kama pa edi ama na bo sa ye fe emfa oni mfi a wadi okwa ye ma medicated one a ne bo no so ofom ebo a ma wagya na so se na atu na peso replace ye wo temporary one afi or permanent one a eno no wo afi bo na peso su se no gold na silver gentleman dental clinic limited brena ga ye timera ma doc say ne nkomo no de ama na ye deni ene wo ha bi wo se ho usi kasem de da ade bra ketwa bi ade beto ase no obesom na wo bomode ayesin ho adwuma e de ama na so no wagia wo na so na ne makoyie pera magana o baby bia enkrande kra branches no eyemienu orwani chembe bi tise kuma se ha orwani achemo bantum highway no so ye kwan ya so no baby a total energy filling station wo no nechi ope obsive report junction wo no obomode na wetimi enyomo techima no romo magazine wa na ezorwani achemo kenten kwan no so ubenyomo orwani chemo ko for idia omo police station na afrawo OCGCB bank ubenyomo tamale tushegu post office or mobile MTN office no fadok number no na kan how no yini papa ejuma bona no edempa 0598 731 823 0598 731 823 na 0559 139 582 0559 139 582 fre na yambo na ne manko yepa emfama dank na omo bom nsamrane izanzo mejuma no omo ye ne yade too much dank nature healthcare complex my goodness meti omo so arama sorry dank nature health complex my goodness meti omo so arama sorry na dank inwe mu omo ye no ne de omo di aba kroma na no eden dodo dok so wawe mahu se adabia no nipo pepepepe ba ko na namu san yare no omo kokote ebi benya no se no ni kiski ana ne kanchema ana ne yebi akọ akwa ko shebi so ko kokofa na janan bia so ebi nso kra timi kokofa na bebi titu mu amope kisi ne ade no na dok say aye ne sese edu hu we ya na wa ro pe akwa koto do da bi enye ne sa uro mo dank nature health complex o maso ya your machines are ye bobo mo de etimi ra check entu your ba odwonso na wase hyehye won sanwanso bi aguo ama ne obre woni be ma ahia ma ne kamusa niamaniama bi atia agu ho a what treat ya enko a okọ a yere machines ni bedo masuko ya wo bebi a ye ne hye ya bomodi ama wedru a omoduro no ma side effect bia enimu ye brema owa no wade ni mu hyehye odwonso na nso fita bi de echi oni oba ahia ma na ezepa sinkerere ona ada form say tam no ni nyina akọ a ye wondu a ye check wi de ma na abo ma ne makoyeda ma so ye funyare a for ni chemo dank nature healthcare complex zanza omo de adi 10 years no omo de bosome ba ko etu ase ama no omo nyom fa o de atidiare na edunya zemari ya na typhoid ya de bi edunya bia for ni chemo e wo trade pechi number 2 fadok number no 0244 017 556 0244 017 556 na 0266 593 330 0266 593 330 Ramiabwa na niamanko ye pemfa mama daroma ye kokokora mu ewa manode de onsem no etini de bro na sere meka no ma wadwe nche nbra in a form of text message 0207543637 on your WhatsApp line no na jezere na aboa maniama akoye kama pa etimi ediama na ntutuero enso etimi adeda yesoro ediama na sene no so no esi etie na jezo roma Fakye TV on Facebook unya wenya message no na waboa na bibibia ada yeso etimi ediama ntino messages are on Facebook Pedro Amadini Cruz. The Burnley game was difficult than the Barcelona game we played yesterday. Greetings to Shaban Mohammed and Luther King. Indianapolis, Kumasi Town, also Kesben Junction, Pedro Amadini Cruz, no, everlasting. Also, the best sports show is there born across the country. Chelsea will continue to remain the best club in the 21st century. Take it or leave it. The happy birthday to Fatty Adam. May God bless her and keep her safe. Everlasting. I have for a chance to more fire abu and I feel cheddar beer. Nidiano na just buying all the way. Or listen to the to do wonders at the Emirates. No air brandy a friend Eklenam Elijah Nidio the Roman more fire Fakye Sport in the Romo and entry Isaac. Also greeting goes to my guys, Chelsea boys and girls inside my hometown. Atebubu Kumfia. Abu tell them tell them should wait for me. Friday I go surprise them all. Nana ya Akroya. Good afternoon, Abu. Yama talk too much. How can you tell us that the Bilbao game is bigger than the Chelsea game? Their hotline has turned into sofa line. Headlines, and we are the world champion. London is blue. The sky too is blue. Elon MK. Good afternoon, Abu Dhabi and Luther King and Fakye Sports Crew. Abu, today Arsenal will beat Bayern Munich, no matter what the situation is. Arsenal, the Gunners, and I want to tell Chelsea fans that they didn't beat a good team here, so they should stop celebrating. And I think about Sunday meeting Arsenal. I'm enjoying the best sports show live at GOPDC Limited, Kade Eastern Region. And I'm Kunsuko Yokrom. They win by 2-0, but one far the woman Etimi and Twas Benji Fancy Sewa Sunyana Road Bayern win. Greetings to Honorable Wisdom Sebo Amokun Kwamsi at Treman Wabija South. AJ Rick. Good afternoon, say Abu from Temagov City. Do you know that if Esteval weren't born, Lamiyama would have fooled us? The other Ebe Ramono Razak Tofik. Good afternoon, I'm watching you guys live from Ahafo. Nobeko Ozisto Visca Basa Barakat Zakaria Uma Zakaria. Good afternoon, Abu watch you live from Kumasi Asim. Lamiyama talks too much. Real Madrid to win over 1.5. One English club will lose his match against Bayern tonight. Biaga, good afternoon, guys. Watch you live from Akima Safo. Nana Ipaseke, Abu, I'm here. More fire, bro. Mijiri Zeneme Koye Diamond Johanna. Also watch you live from City. Chelsea is the best team in Africa. And Tertiary Dauda. Also Lamin did not get support from Kunde yesterday. Kunde has been playing badly lately, so Lamin will always suffer. Until Kunde recovers his form, Lamin will always be pocketed. Yoreba Ebebrano Sika or Sikaba Kapo. Good afternoon, Fakye Sports. I was really enjoying your show, pa. But yesterday, the blue make me feel happy, pal. deɛ ɔno nso ɛbɔ mmɔden etimi ɛde wura mu no ɛdu so deɛ no manembra mɛkekɛri ama o Jakarta ɔzi obi bɛhyɛ free na Chelsea ɛna oyi ɔzi Barca must their game yesterday was bad. Tunchi, hi, good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm Tunchi from Ahafo. So although you guys are doing great job. Hala Madrid, the other Babi Ram, Nana Kunsu Kojo Chrome, watch you live. The Gunners will by 2-0, and an entry Isaac, entry, Odiano, Medica Bomodi 18 Akenkain, Eddie Ama, Richard Dagbu. That was also Diano, Mabomodi 80 also 020754 3637 020 3637. And now quick, you're quite about pet. I mean, your phone is back, not the Akibia. Get out to us with a mamo. Yeah, Bassisia.
for. Oh, polo.
Boy, my boy, man, Yama Koye, kama pa. Etimi, dear Mamonti. So, I drink channel, Baba, Rama, Mariana Makin, Katie, Mama's on Facebook, Efo Morgan. Although we never said a word when they were ranting on the media, but we showed them levels up Chelsea. And I'm on the wallet boy, you see, watch you live from our table. You guys are really doing well. Keep it up, please. More update from our Black Queens camp. Still, Man City all the way. Bayern is winning tonight. And our Prince Brahima, Nadia Noze, Arsenal, watch out tonight. Bayern will give them pressure. Then read the rules will cool them with one goal shocking. Now, there's still Ahmed one. Good evening, Fakye Sports. Congratulations to Chelsea Football Club for the massive win against Iyanon Barcelona. Watch you live from Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. Hold on, the FIBA, Wasti Bruce. Good afternoon, Fakye TV Sports. It's your boy, Wasti Bruce. You are doing a great job. Keep it up. Lami Yama be like, I was born for big moments and matches. Mark Kukureya be like, did not born you well. I'm pleading with Mark Kukureya to unlock Lami Yama from his pocket. Lami Yama no day at one pocket. Firstly, Nuno Mendes pocket to Alvaro Carreras pocket to now Mark Kukureya pocket. Haha, true. If Esteban wasn't born, Lami would have fooled us. And all the laughing emojis be a money at the Abache. Edward, good evening, Fakye Sports. Keep up doing the work. Esteban Ujankwa. And no yet you so etini edeba babe ramu ewo hano ma oze ne uramu and WhatsApp line also aba pisu si pa. Good afternoon, Frank Stark from Asante Mampong. Hala Madrid and thank you Arahu and Chelsea. My greetings to Luther King. The other Ebe Ramu and on a good afternoon balls. The debate is over now. Esteban for a reason. Someone who played drums for church and has dedicated his life for Christ. How can you, who always chasing old ladies, compete with him? If Esteban didn't trash this Barca team, then he wasn't serving the living God. I now understand that with God, all things are possible. But I'm funny, do you know, good afternoon, Abu. Chelsea is the king in football now. Greetings to the people of Wamahiniso from Nana Tupac. Hello, good afternoon, Abu. Blue is the color. A great win yesterday. We focus on Sunday against Arsenal. Oscar, Pristia, and on the fee, Edeba, Ebabiramu. Good afternoon to you guys. Abuachi Ebenezer, watch you live from a Fujazi. Abu, I want you, Pani, to tell me whether Amorim can qualify Man United for the UEFA Champions League next season. My regards to my lovely wife, Priscilla Edupoku inside Bomai Ricardo Vaz. My man, keep up the good work. I love you guys. Yeah, that's it. Good afternoon, Fakye Sports. I'm silenced from God. So today, Madrid will win by 4 goals to 1. Jude Bellingham to score. And we are the other two. So I Fakye Sports. I'm Emmanuel from Drobo. Fakye Sports, you are the best in Ghana. When was the last time Barcelona didn't play even a single corner in their game? Barca were just playing, collect the ball and pass it back to me. Thinking their midfielders are better than Chelsea midfielders. Now, the debate is over. Moises, Enzo are better than the little Barca midfielders. My greeting goes to my mom, Veronica Kuma, inside Durosio. Hold on, also Edifie Ramo. Was it good afternoon, Abu? The show is live and clear inside Dansuma. Big ups to Habib, Ricardo Maestro. You are doing a fantastic job. Bayern is winning tonight. Of course, we are Mia Samia. The also Eddie Iram. Good afternoon, Abu. Coming Sunday, Arsenal midfielders lead by Rice will show a Bunkley Chelsea a proper midfield play. Watch you live with my brother Peter Akwafo of Ejos at Ejoso BCRC Pablo Ejoso BCRC Nodifi. Good afternoon. My name is 99 Ideas. Watch you live from Inchi, Western North region. Chelsea is the 21st century best club in England. The also and on hi. Good afternoon. I'm George Watch you live from Wasa Tobias inside a Japan Enterprise. More update on Real Madrid. And hi, good afternoon, International Abu Dhabi. Abu, can't believe Ferran Torres and Kunde were fighting to score an own goal. If Esteban wasn't in Europe now, Lamine Yamal would have fooled us, thinking he's the best under 20 player in the world. Goodbye, kisses to Lamine Yamal. Debate from Esteban. I'm Alfred from Bremen Sikuma. Keep up the good work. 0207543637. Ra, Omenya win yawu. Hey, Omenya win yawu. Special bibi abo call there.
Alhamdulillah. 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 How do you sound so here?
Oh yeah, but Kotoko Bicycle Listers Fair Department no. akwa de apem obi ampo so ne yonko atena ti eno ye de nya de fie nyina se yegu so monitor ye be koso bia no ye de be rubber timi na ma ya hwefo so yonko ni mo za ntie na Africa no so nkofo etoto ntena ne ade a mehwe na eno so me de score so na ba ti
ye kotoko ne ba se keno obi an shego
and then no so kaze give me a likely draw but read me be ba Chelsea and I pretty 2-1 3 goals in a buy but MZS na Barca for no one krom to me ade
so one no eno mo aka se share o mo ho
the one no
mo one na convention no mo share o mo ho
Mati yanko
kagu e chi ashofo me gidi se obi a ho ye na e me ho akwaba me nchia kwarase ewo abasi konfu kwarase so hwe watewu currently kwarase me chia na abusuafo na mo me krom 80 bia mo monitor show ni nyina obani yedi nkomo na yenko ye ni Andra was a ninth of UEFA Champions League and then so Edasu a ninth of UEFA Champions League. We'll see interesting games Ebebaso and then Numeri. But before we delve into a net matches, no, just one or two I won't run near my course and yaba and I think that Pep Guardiola no say you say a giant asemka. The obey no one or yen no say obre no who say wa bre no one kasa jitum say wa bre nti yen tumum one and nyina jet but until then dey yenjai no onye de obey no because now the Newcastle the year ni Nendra Ewufie Champions League playing against Bayer Leverkusen now this season hasn't been a good start for them. Now Pep Esan Kokoyen and Yemani Biem Koluzu have listened to his post-match Nensema Okas and the lineup no changing 10 players from the last game one Kweku and you be a lineup no man. Sometimes this man overthink ultimate Biana Broso and exactly what he find himself yesterday one many team Manchester City results. So we'll leave him like that. I think that what the worker say season we say no the best and about season in every do we leave him. Galatasaray come here say Victor Osimhen team. Yeah. Unu anima wadam fu no gina anymore dey so no na bra ba akobon ba. Morin card you know akase because no ball no mo boy na adwuma no mo tena fia. Galant me enya results no clearly o match say so Musia Kaina Victor Osimhen and present in the team. They find it extremely difficult to even pick a point. So bet Tenefi Champions League night unko fu nyina ta wa china ndema bekosi in there and once again Scott McTominay na chire say and yet last season kuto and carry Napoli team no e on his shoulders. This season say ye Pubia Napoli for still ebetimi account honor. He did not win the player of the season by flick. He won it based on performances or done and coming into this season, the same performance that McTominay done the last year or the other chronos. But one thing me McTominay he is not only performing for the club or come national teams one Scotland national team the most no you see McTominay coming into their rescue to make sure that Obey deliver incredible performances. So 2025 in general has been a very good year for Akwada, the first McTominay and Endram or say Ebuama Napoli at a point and near for say game no bad in Ediamo Muntimi winning against Korabak. We first of how things were. Everybody thought that Napoli ain't winning, but this man came into the second half and then decided say on then Nkwada be year Jumanicama Ediama Antonio Conte. I think that almost why idea also a bomb. So for once, Michami are winning the first Champions League game. Ediama Benfica and just a second I think that Josie Kakran man obey domestically a year but Europe na accounts so we now good results over Ajax team Ajax weapon boys when it comes to Champions League a year this season but 2 unanswered goals LYS for fear there I think that Ura needed juice and so I there set your bonus so penny now to the big game I share the Bridge of Stamford before the game Chelsea for ne niema bibiri tifo ahodo a omode baaye omo kire se clubs e wo wi asese se nyina omo na the kings of all clubs they are the world champions omo ye club a opo umpo se sei empremprom a ye di nkokoku omanim omachi obi ani ho ball na ye bo se in the club football no FIFA fo am omo baaja e ball omo koku nje na da so no king of clubs omo si wiase nyina club Real Madrid can be the biggest when it comes to clubs we wiase Madrid and the biggest also see obi but the neya you can say ohene ahenche ne shena ono na edi clubs o maka nyina so e wo wiase no so umpo Chelsea and they wanted to create an atmosphere where a Barcelona player now working in a yes Stamford Bridge and so saying the Barca for who was Spotify company any other day, but ha you mufi and I can say and Rametana Hakacho said Barcelona will do everything they want to do, but when it comes to playing our Stamford Bridge, I had not Chelsea for knows how to do this. Now I'm going to cost 666. 18 games between the two teams. No, Obia winning 6 and the 6 are ending in the draw. Clearly tells you say, "Amu two sides are Oma who then aya na ya pa." Obia said that more no young kusu be bring up dear boy Chelsea. He said, "Kweku for the first time, Chelsea anya results are associate results be a omenya ediatia Barcelona 3 unanswered goals." 5 now no Madin Kia winning. Omuntime Barcelona with 3 goals margin, but Andra Saudi they did not only score 3. Kweku game now you share Chelsea scored additional 3 goals. VAR ruling it out based on offside. Clearly tells you say no more neighbor extra animated that image in so 4th minute, 21st minute, and then 53rd minute. These are minutes and in Chelsea any goals, but encounter answer the normal goals now a county ya ye di home come on ever into the match, and I think that Enzo Maresca and them rantana ya so bet me abo maba so am mo discussion na ye da Kweku de mo gitum emo obia o sa wote ase ne say ampa o me na the king of clubs so you say e wo wi ase ne say France for ye ball last season we and the champion no wo France PSG sa champion no wo France no oko European teams din nyina hia or no PSG in the final no ochi international e born 5 Chelsea for Asia no omo to proper position they scored them 3-0 Chelsea is Spanish champion oye Barcelona Champions League last season obodu semi final enti won so ne modern bo so ani wa bo no so 3 England na ayete no Kweku di oye champion last season na ye Liverpool Chelsea chain no o ma ni 2-1 Tottenham Hotspur so we Champions League free wa the OG Champions League o ma ni 3 the OG na chi Champions League na Europa League ono so koji ye ni Chelsea Asia no o make sure say wa ma ono so ne de bibia di adanse say when it comes to clubs ababo mu dia ka so they want something the year under review amomodin bo so ani no Chelsea Asia obia edu obia to ne proper position tiende so omonam na badge ne bo mo no mo ya kaka bensam ya kesesem e kire say they are the best club in the world Kweku to omase omonam ne ho apaso sisi allow them let them enjoy Kweku omusia German champions omulusu ye
okay
omulusu to German champions and Timia Champions League
Matthias so also yes I
Matthias yes Matthias
the Spain champion
the Spain champion but Matthias Bayern so the only champion team share German champion thank you for that the only champion team share German champion and everything clearly shows say ball na yehwe ne de so umpo omona akesesem no ombetime Kweku yambra game no endra ye pon ya kofi when the lineup came we are not no to yedin come I gave you the Chelsea lineup I think that na ebeboa only one substitution and then who say coach now the coach decided to drop João Pedro from the Nimo na ommo obi a onye typical number 9 as a false 9 in the shape of a branch friend say Pedro Neto. So when the lineup came and I told you one thing say I've seen at the end of Enzo Maresca episode you know he knows that Barcelona for an ball with high line Barca for an ball you need enquire for speedsters who your players or more pace so that when the passes are able to penetrate through some conform with their pace who will be able to run past Barcelona for the players so a game now they are showing any goals really offside. Nina attacking Chelsea initiative ya. They try to beat Barca for one high line now. And Timia results better and for Barcelona try to read our movement. You know. But Kweku, for how long will you continue to do that against opponent or players are more running over the shoulders? When I saw Barcelona lineup, I was like, at the end of the reference Hans Flick. You are playing against Tima, Umpo, or one of the best midfield trio in World League we see in Enzo, in Caicedo, and then Obia or then Bekan who abo mfimfi Obia and right who saw the James Eba Bekan and to where Jumana no and Chelsea will dominate mfimfi especially when Pedri and you are available for club a friend said Barcelona you don't also weaken attacking machinery no. Sir, Wabo Robert Lewandowski, he said this season he has not been the Lewandowski and him. Lami Yama every injury now, but on said then yet that fully fit again. Lami Yama is playing positioner, one of the best laterals I will give him to say in Kukurea and Emma Kuno. coach na say throw Alejandro Garnacho e dey to the same line so say Kuku ba no be defender Garnacho and drop it normal boy defense duty. At the same time in the midfield there is regimes to make sure say overload never call so the other side no you need to give players amonso wa America fluidity ni ebetima yedma. The coach decided say the other part of the wings so obe weekend with Ferran Torres and then Femi Lopez, leaving Rafinha or Marcus Rashford Omono on any day, ever bite more than Kofu. I don't know how Chelsea do these things, but it looks like when they are playing important games, say Juju, they find a way to make sure somebody confuse coaches now. Na coaches na Sales na. Typical example, ADC in 2021. Champions League final. Say Pep Guardiola, every game against Chelsea team, no more N'Golo Kante or commanded midfield. That Pep decided to ball without a DM. And Rebina Hansi Flick, Equia or Stamford Bridge, decided send the other part of the wings. No, Obama why a week. Chelsea for no one this side by it be time my first chance the bar for Barcelona. Oman dimension and Chelsea. Let's play to your system, any instruction. If we are able to find the spaces, now your players are able to run out the shoulders of Barcelona for no, I'm a backliner, and you very simple. Eddie Amaklaba, a friend said about Chelsea. And I think that individuals be we need to single them out, not impress you. I said it here, and when I made them a lineup, I catch them say, I foresee such a low, but the best started. But Wesley for fun and experience, no, or the partner and no never when Kweku, Seminstrona make this season one of the best games. Mahu se Wesley for fun, Abodi Chelsea, Ayendra. How he was able to combat himself with a quite friend such a loba. A more reading and no understanding of a Jumana Normian was into perfection. For Marco Correa, the least said about him, Kweku the better. Marlo goes to X-ray against Paris Saint-Germain. And Andra once again, when Chelsea needed him the most, he came into the party, delivered an excellent performance for Moises Caicedo. We've been saying this not only in the Premier League and or the best defensive midfielder, but I think that there is no DM that does the job better than Akwadana friend said Moises Caicedo. There is nobody. There is nobody for me. I think that nobody does that job better than Akwadana a friend said Moises Caicedo. One, the intelligence. Two, the sense awareness of how to make sure say baby there is danger. Okoye one tackle baby no free and the he was able to get to know say baby born and namokono a danger obe sense sadian no was save the situation at the Chelsea, and I think that he is one player or no and the Boama Chelsea Juma no person ye mfimfino ni nyina air successful is James with the experience anyhow mobile or ye or corner nimno at the boy now among laterals no Garnacho in the game wasn't put there to say Omeshe goes any maybe but he was there to make sure say ni pace no will no free back for no laterals so almost be double up abeboa Abranti friend is say Lami Yama anymore and he did that job into perfection. For Esteval William Kuku, he is the shining star. I am not so surprised a commentator and cancer. And when I was watching the game, I was CBS. Now time I was saying go to commentator and cancer, he said we came to watch Lami Yama, but we ended up watching Esteval William. Kuku come out and say ye po. Ye penipa na attention e won so pa yes Esteval e carry sa wait ni say amam for dey bona baso but no bia e bo Lami Yama first. So commentator say ye ba see ye be hwe Yama but Kweku Esteval William en ye hwe ni sisia for go no say in 20 Kweku ni total contribution in the game was excellent. And Akwada na kire say he somebody Chelsea bet me account on and Ram can say mbo say Sadio was Chelsea no 2 games are no about in Champions League. Ni no wanya gu Sandra or Segua oba be the youngest player post Kylian Mbappe. So oba Champions League the first 3 start ni nyina obenya go e dey ama the club and then run at the point na me hu say waduma or ye e bia na go nima. But look at baby of far ball ni free how he was able to run in between 2 Barcelona defenders in Pau Kobasi and then Abranti friend say Baldi of far omunyina fifi before say ne weaker foot and the right foot no or the enumum ekwenya the conversion at the ama club your friend say Chelsea at the position and abasa goalkeeper ni gina and obobo na edify born to I think that Akwadana ya dia el say ye bona baso and confo say and game na ye share why how on earth the Marco Correa the man of the match people don't understand Kweku forget say oyi Lamine Yamal a free game no number 1. And Yema omugina so the man of the match and no number 1. Number 2, any role who play into Chelsea for no or go a buy or no any play game no onside Emma the first go abasa for on go a buy. Point number 3, or no the game ne echo numerical advantage Chelsea, numerical disadvantage Barcelona because or no ena Arroyo ekotwa no ema red card ne buy. So say all factors are a contribute to my game no Chelsea aye successful na aye this boy ma won say nkofa pictures be the air say in 2020 Barcelona traded this boy Marco Correa amo ton free Barcelona 12 million and omo kofa Junior Firpo say Correa entime embo mo enne 5 years down the line the same boy Barcelona ejai no ema ne kwe Junior Firpo no kofa be say Real Betis bench ball no onyabimo 5 years down the line Marco Correa abe pass through Brighton abba Chelsea and then ono na aboama Barcelona Chelsea adu omo so in general it was a well executed plan by Enzo Maresca. Mejutum say Barca coach na be patch say wanye ne yema ye or promise say ne yema be koye de am beko akudi o say motia say you can meet any other club no why dey but the moment you meet Chelsea common is different. Chelsea knows how to play big matches.
Mante
omo big matches ebo ni ye
me ba na ma ba so me time na so nti amre na so unyamre nko bi ba bi aboko there
okunyame adom
yakwe na me so me ho ye pa but common na me de cho
na nze wa ye basa media mete ya che
sa
o se mabusa na mete ya che ba ko kubende aka ho bi boys no dey tina me kaze do aze wo na mo nko aso mo ayesi ya
about this serious
ya be yin eni ama
Fakye
me and I remember the guy who went to Adriana Nakamura. I remembered him. He never looked the same. So Adriana team now munya will be a typical number 6 so bit my liberty say do sana na ye jumana power bit my alongside Atta. But the physicality nature of the game it's interesting Nakamura.
But he's a fine player, top talent though.
Yes.
Abi. I mean, who you players in the moment?
I mean, that day
come on, be a bit.
We are ACL now.
Hey, Abi.
Players need be ACL.
Hey, Abi. But who then come? Ever feel the game come on? Ah, yanko name is a Chelsea winning game. Be an Abi.
Kwaku, I'm not someone that na me what GD war coach a friend Enzo Maresca, but he is really learning on the job and doing a good job on top of it.
Maunze zia beze gwa bawo enyinase.
Koto kwa shana.
Ndabi maunze pay memory report ne dem ze.
Basekaje.
Yeah. Ba me guso monitor ne ma do the mo hwene enko.
Enti o hwe aduma na wo ye na kwaku.
Yeah, basically stars actually.
This is a manager that make us young in terms of all coaching or the elite clubs in Europe. Because she be won namu free buy be for Leicester City and then Chelsea. And Chelsea, you know, the man and the oil now. You could see that a bad managers. I am more within what we are seeing controls and say these are managers that we can trust them. These are managers you make us on my year. You might hear more about no. You can't say same about Ura, your friend Enzo Maresca. He always get to a point where Chelsea team no and yet consistent. Chelsea team no and to my performance that you expect from the players no. On one case, sometimes tweaking the system, no, now fans and Zimmy but when or getting a grade A game no on, no any teams, a bono managers I can say about Kwaku, he is a manager that was stepping up the game, no, and he lived to the expectation. Kwaku, this is a manager that Osha performance I what done and the actual elite managers who we are say in the past 6 months, Kwaku, we can say young Karim Van. Kwaku, this is a manager from Leicester City, won the championship. He came to Chelsea, the FIFA Club World Cup and the Conference League. We said the FIFA Club World Cup, no, not Chelsea standards, no, every teams in it. So, ampa, or Club World Cup, no, you who are winning the Club World Cup. Or bar Champions League, you know, one starting losing against him and Bayern Munich. But if you look at him, and then Kwaku, he played against Luis Enrique. Yeah. Someone that was coaching Barcelona paying, someone that was jet treble paying. Or no, and the day Paris Saint-Germain did trophy be a ne who said Paris Saint-Germain last season. He met them in the year FIFA Club World Cup, and he or the next 20 level in terms of that game, performance and everything. Enzo Maresca made sure say whatever tactics Luis Enrique at the bar table, no, he made sure say he had antidotes to that. And Chelsea won that game by 3-0. Yamfa Luis Enrique and Tunchen. Watch Hansi Flick. A manager that before all winning Champions League for Bayern Munich or Shebasa 8-2. He's called the German national team. And now he's with Barcelona. We saw what he did to Team Real Madrid and the transformation he gave Barcelona last season. This season, watch no. And look at yesterday, he reduced Team Barcelona to nothing. At a point in time, so you will be a Chelsea boache. Now, but say yes, Chelsea in Barca nearby. Because Barca is blue jersey. You got Chelsea and an air board the Barca game that we used to know. Chelsea ni Barca always Chelsea will be defending. Chelsea will be running to get the ball from Barcelona. But yesterday was a different story. Even when now we had 11-11, we saw Chelsea doing that. And they did that to perfection. Kwaku, it will interest you to know, say, Chelsea scored 6 goals in a game and 3 was ruled out. Barca scored none. That is to tell you the kind of performance Chelsea gave yesterday. So Enzo Maresca was up there. And everything yesterday worked to perfection. The lineup. The game management, the pep talks for them and the players, and even the substitutions worked to perfection. And he had his grade A game on and the Barca to one level. And that is to tell you performance at Chelsea as intimidated. He reduced Barcelona to nothing. And this is the team that now Abramovich Makai Mesa can be. Because looking at Chelsea and watching Chelsea play yesterday, I'm like, nah. Chelsea is not playing against Barcelona. Yeah. Because if you look at Chelsea playing against Barcelona, at a point in time, last round of the game, Chelsea had the ball like 1 minute, 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Nabasa 9 can ball. Chelsea players play done pass ball. And Gwaku, this is Chelsea for you. And really yesterday, they did well at the Barca and so to level. But Barca, FA, Abrante, and Pedri. Because in games like this, that Chelsea tried to put the pressure on Barcelona, getting them to a more space, you need someone who can resist the pressure. Okay. You need someone who can resist the pressure. Even when defenders and attackers, opponents are on him, he can get the ball and find his way through. And yesterday, Oman knew be assigned the team, and Barca, a drew by Barca Durian. Bakwaku, it's about time I say, why they need to let him go. Kwaku, this is not how captain behave. Barcelona is a team that we need more, and the captains or media by we say. We saw the leadership of Puyol. This is the same player that at a point in time, Kono Gambe catcher and say, so we are defender now going to tackle. You need to be sure say, oh, get the ball. Right after he said that, Basafuni not anyone Gundogan. And yesterday was evident. The tackle was needless. The first yellow card was even needless. Complaining, he had a yellow card. And this tackle, Sabo now cause that tackle. Now, mark the ball going. So captains and behaviors are, it's better to consider goal no than to be caught down by a man. Immediately Chelsea a leader was caught down by a man no pay. And by one by a day my team friend Barcelona. And he called Barcelona and Ra. And in young rap, hey, Inter Mubo, Paris Saint-Germain, and Chelsea too. That is not how captains behave. But we are Chelsea here. And in general, what Jine be crazy, sir. And in general, what Jine sir. Barcelona's coach say he want his team to play like Chelsea. This is Chelsea that they say they want Chelsea owner be a he wanted his team to play like Barcelona. Now a Barcelona coach says he want his team to play like Chelsea. May the voice not to Fakye WhatsApp in so munyama wa video no. He want Hansi Flick so person the team no ball at the Chelsea. This is the Barcelona's coach, a coach that he won domestic treble last season, went to the semi-finals of the Champions League. A Chelsea team that we believe so we are Chelsea team down there and say, oh, we are so much than and Barca wants to play like Chelsea. Hey, be a no man, but when your voice now you will listen. But I'm one of the persons that I believe that Kwaku Timami.
The team in our game is good, especially in the 1-against-1 situation. When you see Chelsea, they always have they play more with the body and more dynamic in the 1-against-1 situation. So this is also what I want from my team. We sometimes doing the thing also we can everything control also with the ball, but here in Champions League and especially here against the club playing in the Premier League second on the table, it's not like that. So also we have to fight a little bit more. And also to play more aggressive, I would say.
Barcelona coach represent the team was at Chelsea. Chelsea for any general Cromony, because the Chelsea arriving, the performance they gave yesterday, Omar arriving. Esteban with the Nami Gidi say a hype. So what I say?
Yeah.
Because we need to believe the hype.
Yeah, me not make us me happy. Uzeme dem Brazil.
So they will be the
Or we born or born. Rodrigo ni Vinicius Junior World Cup no baako be tranche.
Isi wonya confirm.
Da o born no born em boy.
We be boa wache o.
Na sa kra we born no time na no Palmeiras born no born Brazil no. And sisana we no de mama ni gine say Chelsea no obo but born no born Brazil no bro Chelsea
dey so. Yes.
Nti akra we dey there.
Oya good.
Darling boy.
Yes. You need to be you believe hype no. Born at a point in time but your far born no done in home. There be your person or jibbo no. There be your person or jibbo no.
Darling boy.
That is a good player.
But I mean Chelsea owners no na conform ball baba so pa. It seems I say omo catchy success no. In 10 than Tama Roman Bayern.
Yeah.
Meaning the one notice here. But women share down to play a Kessia.
We tactics near different. The tactics, many of us, me personally, let me speak for myself. Me personally, I talked against. See, they needed experience hands near there. With the performance and the result they are giving us. They knew what they were doing. No meaning the Omoye. Because now Chelsea are called like 51 games without a player aged over 30. And look at the performance they are giving. Getting Barca the scoreline, Paris Saint-Germain, being a world champion. They are doing a good job. And I think Enzo Maresca with what he's doing. If never could know Jai Chelsea network, he will get one of the biggest clubs we have to coach. So Chelsea is one of the biggest clubs. You can't biggest clubs, how are winning biggest club? But I think
world champions.
Oh, but and they say in the family. And then from Wakoku and the match back over.
You're gonna kick mom and my chumba.
Koku offer Champions League table no. Now they hear Juma. These are the two best clubs in Europe currently.
Oh, okay.
4 games leading or more points in that. And even if you look in their league or mobile, they are really doing well. Bayern Munich, air fire. Arsenal, air fire. Bayern Munich, air fire, air Europe, winning games, scoring goals. No, I no muli kikakra. Arsenal, any key. So a game that we all want to see is Arsenal yini Bayern Munich you are moving. 2 managers here, young managers, are they who we say they are? And no question among footballers. And this is one of the games that a bit me determine. So far, Arsenal during those times and Papa Wenger come out to a match.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich will come and then no more dark room maybe we need game in their call. Even Arteta the last time, I think it's the 2023 or 2024 season, Bayern Munich ever share one. But looking at what Arteta built, Nyoma was a chef, Arsenal. This is going to be a very difficult game for Arsenal and team of Bayern Munich.
Oh, score line, yeah.
Kwaku. 4-2 or 3-1 win for Bayern Munich.
Bayern Baba Arsenal London.
4-2 or 3-1 win for Bayern Munich.
Maestro, we are about call there.
They have been a good point.
Kwa pukuzu gusu na shase ba.
Other take on.
Is a good dinner
platform before them touching game no. Almost half what can I have against them.
And they make teenagers a ejuma no mo ye no anyina ase no. Ano eden papa ba bia minya me so so sirifa.
Tell their source ra.
Se ba bia ba juma no mo born na e game so a.
Kwame Poku there. Where is the under 20?
Hey, is there baby no?
Me say before you score the goal.
By so you go at la crop ya there. Is there the under 20 striker? By so you go.
Yeah, and then you rest so you have a sense of another fine match between Arsenal and then Bayern Munich, Emirates Sports Stadium. But then say, share these particular two football clubs. We are talking about Bayern Munich. When it comes to Champions League, that club has been able to win a lot of titles as compared to Arsenal. They are yet to win a title in the UEFA Champions League. And let's not forget, sir, the last time Arsenal Football Club into the finals of the UEFA Champions League was far back in 2006. Of course, when they played against Barcelona, and then Barcelona was able to win against them. But in terms of Bayern Munich, the last time that we saw Bayern moving into the finals of the Champions League and then even winning convincingly was against the game that they played against PSG Football Club. At the time, Hans-Dieter Flick was the coach for Bayern Munich Football Club, and then he was able to win. But when you compare the number of quiet matches at these two football clubs, Bayern Munich is actually dominating over Arsenal in the last 14 games that they've played. 14 games, and 4 wins in Arsenal Football Club. Then you get FC Bayern Munich almost winning 7 on that particular level. Then 3 draws in Etime at the side of Bayern Munich, and I said these particular two football clubs. That shows you perfectly. Say these two football clubs, whenever that they will actually meet. Papa, a friend said, the team called Bayern Munich will always try as much as possible to dominate over Arsenal Football Club in any other moment. In terms of goals that this particular two football club has scored, 45 goals and 16 goals for Arsenal, and then 29 goals and a Bayern Munich for Etimi Ashe in that particular level. So that tells you, say, when Arsenal is here, the side of Bayern Munich, the goals that they actually score are quite limited. But then in the last couple of games at Bayern Munich for Swabono, they've been able to level up 4.0 goals per game, and it tells you, say, when they meet any other club, goals they score close to about over 2.5, and also Etimi Boa Emma Arsenal and as a Bayern Munich Football Club, Etimi Enya a convincing win against most of these particular opponents. Ubenya Ediama the side of Arsenal Football Club. But then we are going to watch a beautiful game at these two football clubs. Ebitimi a parody Ediama Omwa and Kasahon. Why am I saying this? Because of how these particular two clubs has been able to have it upon themselves, and they have been able to close in with the number of games on Mabo, especially with the coaches that are the dugout or these two clubs. With the exception of Mikel Arteta, Arteta would now play the 4-3-3 system, not the same positional football that he played against Tottenham Hotspur at the time. Now, the 3-2-3-1 tactical system for the Arsenal Football Club. He will chance to play the 4-3-3 system unless you beat him as a Eddie Ama the side of Mikel Arteta with his tactics of beating Eddie Ama the side of Arsenal Football Club. The same thing applies to Bayern Munich Football Club. Bayern loves to play the 4-2-3-1 tactical formation. With that particular tactical formation, they depend on most of these things. And also beating Bayern Munich for travel over Arsenal Football Club. But when you are checking about Arsenal, or first starting lineup, possibly the side of Arsenal Football Club. Then you talk about almost 4 back in the left full back position. We should expect Ricardo Calafiori, who will maintain that particular positional awareness for Arsenal Football Club. The left centre back definitely will become Henka Pauno now in the absence of Gabriel Megahesa or no air doubt to actually play this particular game. Then the right centre back will be William Saliba, the main sweeper who will be occupying that particular porous spaces. I will be Ashelde Piero Henkapai in the defensive structure of Arsenal Football Club. Then into the right full back, you get Obisa Jurien Timber or Nobitima Sergi Akwenemu just to open up in that tactical swift play or overloading in the right flanks of Arsenal Football Club. Into the midfield, expect Bartos Zubimendi and then as the Ebetimi Ejina in Finfiho. Then you get Declan Rice on number as a traditional number 8. Or Nobitima partner Bartos Zubimendi on number as a deep line playmaking actor. The technicality and his technique over the midfield for Arsenal Football Club is actually solid for that particular club. Then Leandro Trossard on the left flanks, Bukayo Saka on the right flanks. Then you get Mikel Merino, Edema Arsenal. Maybe Victor Gilchrist may be a doubt for this particular game, but when he is actually ready to play for Arsenal Football Club, we should expect that he can easily lead up that particular tactical line for Mikel Arteta for Arsenal. But so we'll check these kind of things echo to the Arsenal. Now production and flipping the first tactical method then for me. When we talk about these kind of things, sometimes people thought it was say because Arsenal try as much as possible to actually start their 3 back. All those who are say with the 4 back, but of transition with 3 back, making sure say Calafiori will become an inverted midfielder, supporting Martin Zubimendi, and then Papa Reference Declan Rice in the midfield. Sometimes Declan Rice now also as a traditional number 18 together with the Martin Zubimendi, able in the rotational policy, especially with Martin Zubimendi coming in as an inverted right full back. No will push it during Timber Amana Kweni Mukakra. When it becomes like that, Bukayo Saka are also able the rotational policy together with Mikel Merino in attacking moment of Arsenal Football Club. When it becomes like that, during Timber added a lot of quality width in that right flanks of Arsenal Football Club. They say, switch that particular first tactical lineup now. You talk about the 3 back of Arsenal Football Club getting Ricardo Calafiori inverted himself as a midfielder, supporting Martin Zubimendi, and then Papa, if say Declan Rice in that particular tactical midfield. So yes, now what Mikel Arteta episode say, or say uja a lot of numbers in the midfield. So against team and as a club and the coach no philosophy. A idealistic system of coaching. Idealistic meaning that say about total dominant system of football. Or possessing more than he tries to cover up, especially in the central midfield of the opponent. No release ball on time. That is why Mikel Arteta tries to obitima stop those kind of clubs no more the total dominance football, idealistic system of football no against any other club. So you will get a bit to say Arsenal who will be doing that kind of magic, especially in the midfield for the side of Mikel Arteta. Now, you quote the second picture. Now, I was telling you about how Arsenal do the overloads when it comes the right flanks of Arsenal Football Club. The game that I actually analyzed against Tottenham Hotspur, the command the catcher say Mikel Arteta tries to overload the right flanks of Tottenham Hotspur or Manchester. That has been the transition period of Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, at any moment in time. Arsenal beat me about a lot of transitions at the side of Mikel Arteta. See a picture no Eddie Atoswama, you will get it in the moment. Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and then Bukayo Saka try as much as possible. Patrick Yanko the next one. Try as much as possible to create 4 solid players in the right flanks of Arsenal or Manchester opposing half, just to create numerical superiority and make sure say the weakest link with team opponents they can try as much as possible to channel those kind of passes over there. So we'll share Bayern Munich Football Club now. Baby the weakest link and say baby weak Nankasa that left side of Manchester flanks and on the left side of the attack. And I think say so we'll check it and clearly it tells you say almost weakest link was that particular side. And most of these clubs now, I come here and say top European clubs now, left hand side now has become somehow their weakest link. So we'll check it by Monica. The number of goals on which we are considered most at times affect the left hand side of Manchester defensive structure and a honor so now as na strength any or more powerful tool in the sense of Bukayo Saka, who will try as much as possible to change that rotational policy. Papa say Mikel Arteta Ayusu and they occupy most of the spaces in the opponent half. Then you talk about Kwaya Arsenal for efforts to stop the contact and pressing of most of these opponents. Yes, switch called the third one. Whenever be an opponent, or a lot of counter switch football, Arsenal try as much as possible not to be in that particular method, because we say Omuja the 3 center back Ricardo Calafiori na yebon as a left full back or no be support Martin Zubimendi move whenever be or no be support when Arsenal is actually defending, he doesn't come back. He makes sure so into the midfield. Send a William Saliba either that has an asset Pio Henkapino or Nobo as a left center back will try as much as possible to get in the ball for them to have a quick transition. So in order for Arsenal to have a quick transition, Omumbo 4 back, but then Omuja 3 back whenever be an opponent. About swift counter pressing system of football against Arsenal, they try as much as possible to get 3 back and then omit a quick transition at the Arsenal Football Club. But say Arsenal quit anymore, they have something that we call La Salida Lavopina tactical method. Yeah. This particular tactical method was actually invented by one Argentinian coaching influencer, Ricardo Lavop, and on a coach Edema de Mexico, and then some of the clubs no more Argentina in Potemho. He needed to have this particular tactical method by Arrigo Sacchi, Marcelo Bielsa, and then Johan Cruyff, and to match up this particular tactical method, especially in most of the offensive quality attacker you will get from Onwankasen opponents. So in 2006, when Pep Guardiola was actually understudying him, he made sure so betimi asua again bebre e dey free papa yourself Ricardo Lavopo because he was that particular master classer. Now all you so La Salida Lavopiana tactical method, especially in offensive method of Onwakasane Football Club. Now all coach Eddie Emomo. So in times of 2009, when Barcelona was actually dominating in all other competitions, no. Papa said Pep Guardiola was using Lavopiana tactical method, especially using other two wingers as an offensive momenter or metimabo in a rotational policy. When it becomes like that, right full back now or using no echo in the far weight method, and then the right winger no as a central progressor, and then the false number 9 also back as a winger, and it's creating a lot of triangles in attacking moment of opponents no ankasa halves. Now so we do come in choir Arsenal for FSO Adiana young call that tactical method Adibu has here. This is Arsenal trying as much as possible to have that that kind of tactical method no for Omankasa self. The third man history is Martin Zubimendi getting on the ball. Now Julian Timber will become that player in the right wing, especially in the right flank sword for Arsenal Football Club. And the nobody will be to say Bukayo Saka or no area interpositional change together with Mikel Merino in the right wing, or just for him to become a central progressor in the midfield of Arsenal Football Club. When it becomes like that, they try as much as possible to depict some of the hollow spaces and what the opponents now as opposing halves. For the second one, no what kata. So when it becomes like that, the Arsenal will try as much as possible to create a lot of numerical advantage over there. But so who didn't come up at the Bayern Munich Football Club Yabi. In the last couple of games that they've played, 20.7 shot on target normal ball. In terms of goals, 4.2 goals on target on normal ball. We are having a particular coach Vision company. He doesn't astute that idealistic system of coaching, but an honorable the magical square method. Magical square method no. Use two midfielders in the midfield. Mabaku any the primary factor, na Baku any the secondary factor. So we'll check the last 5 consistent games of Bayern Munich for Abba. We are having Obi to say, these two midfielders are Mabo consistently for Bayern Munich Football Club. You get Obisa Pavlovich, Nancy Untimimbo and from the side of Bayern Munich Football Club. But these two midfielders are more bono. Baku Dano as a primary factor, na Baku Swabo as a secondary factor. When they do that, Obi to say Nipo Obo number 10 no, about two players attacking moment for them to have two double number 10s when it becomes like that, they try to create a lot of balance in attacking third. The last couple of matches at Arsenal bono, Omu consider issue goals there. But so we'll check the number of goals, the number of things Bayern Munich for Airbook currently as a speaker. It tells you, or one thing that it will tell you, they say they will have a lot of things to do in this particular game. We should expect Bayern Munich will score, but then Arsenal will win.
Score line you are
3-1 for Arsenal.
Mate, Mera se maestro no yehwe na yenye mbra. Ba abi bobo we no so ma intended. Tizere mbra. O ye ni yehwe sere ni mesti. Tina small man matches no na yehwe ni enko enim. Se onso wo ho ana wa ma yakue enim tentempa. Dey na expecting me.
Copenhagen Karata Mati. I think that Copenhagen the upper hand to get that result. So I'm going for a win for Copenhagen. AS Monaco away to Pafos. Over 1.5 and away double chance for AS Monaco. Arsenal Bayern Munich over 2.5 in that game. Where I see that game ending in a 2-2 draw. Yeah, so much. And if I have a correct score to predict, I'll go for a 2-2 draw in Arsenal Bayern Munich. I see that game ending in a draw. Atletico at home to Inter Milan. Very difficult match to predict, but to be very safe, no iron over 1.5. Inter and away team to score. Inter to score at away. So I see over 1.5 in that game. Frankfurt and Atlanta. Frankfurt fee double chance for team. Your friends at Frankfurt. Liverpool will win. Liverpool will bounce back. They will win against PSG and then Olympiacos. Real Madrid will go there and beat them. Madrid could win. It's a difficult match too, but I see Madrid beating Olympiacos. And then Ubenya PSG also at home to Tottenham Hotspur. Difficult match. Tottenham also need to redeem themselves from North London game. No, but PSG double chance in that game. But goals in the Dawson over 2.5. I won't be surprised. Sporting CP difficult match. Say Ubinsu were away aside Monaco and Madrid. I see that Umbitiako will win a away match now. Club Brugge stand that chance of doing that, but I think a bit to me I AB draw in that game. So I'll go for over 1.5 also in that match.
Mate, Mera sepa yehwe na yenko. na ye nin komo dank nature health care complex so ma so ye ba pe mo messages no meba na ma ba be kenke dia ma ye ba sisia
na ye bremo ye ti ha ne dwumadi a yedi nyina no se ni apomdin a dwumadi ne nyina entimi enwie peye untimi enye kra se bi se wo bibia wo pe bia na sa apomdin ka ho a betu ne nyina egu ubu se obi o yare a obeka cho se ade a any priority pa na sa ade a ope pa sisia pa e apomdin entina dank yesoso yaba na dank de ade ba ko na sa yare ko ba ko a obi a nim se edi hu dwuma pa edam sa ade esa last week me buy no we can nam saare hu susu aso kakra ewo liver ho any kidney hu na say ade hu hia hu say nam saare no e ono ma bebre ho no ma etimi affect no ti ye be kan kidney ni liver no and say make complications akase kakra a ewo nam saare etimi nya ewo nipadua no so ye ka sa na ye pa say ya de akase a say nam saare wan hwe anka ho asem wan fa mama dank ya ndi hu duma no ma ebetimi aye wo Yedi kan say enam saade ebetimi ama adwene mu yare.
Okay.
Obebu say dog na enam saade de bebi ewe de e de na koma me enam adwene mu yare. Senti a enam saade ebetimi ama adwene mu yare ne say enam saade say eche wo ho a etimi didi ko spinal cord no. Na nipa so spinal cord no so ene wadwen no ebom. Enti ubo say edidi ma na afia ko ro wadwen. To bi ono ma nanim achia nanim na achia no wa hwe ya obeka se na no achia ko ba bi ase nanim no ase enye aligned yi so wohwa wonti ase obeka se bi onye stroke nso ne stroke no wanya because your cases bi wo sa manfo bibire aba danka so ya hu se saade na aye omo a ye hwe na nye stroke na aye omo na nam saade ana akwa edidi omu akofa sa problem na iden abrom ya amanfo omadwe ho akankasa ate se omanya psychological problems a hu se nam saade na akofa iden aba de to so bio nso eye akoma nipa wakoma na nipa wakoma no se ebe ya nam saade ba ko du wakoma ho se ye wo covering kitwa bi anase bibia ase kata nipa akoma ho very thin it is kitwa bi sa na kata nipa akoma ho na nam saade esche ho che na se wanhwe ho asema nka etimi infect sa adem a kata akoma no ho it is infect sa adem na afi ubo se na ama nsuo abetawa akoma no ho nsuo no betawa akoma no pe ubo se na ama induce high blood pressure ye kasa ye pa chen say wo sa nipa no wo sheda ni sa so na say pressure no ebi ni wo so nanso so sa enam sa de na ama nsuo betawa akoma no ho e na akofa sa ade na ade abro sa nipa no obenum aduro pressure duro no ma e ma fom obi ono ma on oda pressure duro be se miensa enan enum so enso ono ma still na okọ ne chake a ese pressure no da so e wo so tu ye nipa a wote sa bradank ya so ye nye den ye mboa ebia na nam sa de ayeke ebia no bi na aiden akofa sa pressure na aiden abro especially enkankan nipa ono oni pressure oni history of pressure bia preko pe na afi kokọ ye say ne pressure e wo so pa wo sa nipa wote sa no obadanka so ye a ebe hwe kwan ebe fa so a ebe boa afi so wo ye obi a wo ye fun etaye wo ya pa nim adekode a chese eya ama wo ye fun eya wo ya never say gastritis and I say also bia eni so o sa nipa no ni also bia na say bia sa but wo ye fun eya wo ya wonti ase obadanka so ya ye wo emwa so ko ho no ma ebetimi e de aboa yen kan hu say last 2 weeks me buy me can say enam saade enso timi ma bibia friend throat cancer and saying moi mode manu sabi mode manu ekọ be ma odina no ko ba se oba odina no ko be ma ne be ma ho no sa no mani nyina etimi kofa enam sanipa na so enam saade na se ekọ omini ma etimi kofa bibia friend throat cancer eba na ade a ewo mu kra ne se new research aba amansan kuba tan hwa fom den so omode aba ne se ye hu se omo ye saa no omo risk of throat cancer no akosuru bebre echen omo kra omo nom dot
okay
kan no na nko omo nom dot no ananka omutanya throat cancer pa basisi anhwemu no foforo na aba na chese owe mu nyammo omo yes anu ma no engage in sa practices no enya na mo echen omo a sabi omo no dot no tume nyina yen hye no so ye ba se ya ana ye pese ye ka no ma na etwi nipa adwensi no ma bi so ade bi wa wo ye but unnim se ehun susuaso bi e wo ho a ewo ni ma betimi aha obebre ade ba akoso no se ye nua ma no so wo nam saade bebrebe e wo ho a chese unhwe ho asem enka oba wa sekekaw sa o menstrual period ne ba bosom wo ya bosom edi echi ne emma obi wa ne de ne ba ya obebrebe obi wo no ma se bi eja nka bi ewo no ho obi wo so a obo se na nsu bi na egu no nsu no ebi wo no ma nka wum ebi wo no ma nka nsu nim sa no ma ne nyina se wan hwe ho asem anka bibi e friend cervical cancer obetimi anya bi awiye no sa na ba akuja na che se oba ne ba no mu ankasa no kokram anase cancer yare no ebi abam se yehu se apart from breast cancer no and any cancer ba ko ma pa cervical cancer no nti you say last month ya na ka breast cancer ho asem nti this month so yes we dey beto aso cervical cancer so ewo ho nti you oba na wo hu se namu sa ade science ya ken se you oba na wase ekeka wo bebrebe na utate ya wo bebrebe ewo wase wonti ase nso bi etagu nka bi ewo ho wo se sanoma me bobo so nyina utahu bi ewo onipadua no mu a ne stroma onan enye ntientia ewo dank yaso yi na emmoa ewo ho no yemfa emmoa wo ye kadi twatwo no emema yeso ye mensem no mehwe ho asem enka won say last 2 weeks we ba me kan bi say se bema o mensem kofoma enkoto aduro sentia me kasa ne say bema se ubenya akomayare a the first place and I said the kind pa attack no o mensem
okay
it's a first indicator okra de ka meka ne say kwan bi so no nyankopon kra boa if you say akomayare no eba your friend a silent killer because eba emma so bia ma hu eba ya na be attack o mostly but mema de mo say mensem na be di kan akwa attack no nti attack ne say o de ba so ye tse danka na ya boa ne ahwehwem ne hu se wo ya nya akomayare emu ewo ho na de ade ya de aboa ma me fa me numbers no entudwa me numbers no 0244 01 75 56 0244 01 75 56 and I say 0266 59 33 0266 59 33 ka who said dank your numbers ni na WhatsApp lines it is say ebia why test bi and I say wo images bi obi wono ma nsa bi egu ho basa ne baby basa opese odi bi eche doctor na doctor ehu adekode na eye no na tese yahwe eno so na emmo bi ewo ho ne de aden ye de aboa no bi sa ewo ho a obetimi di afa lines ni nyina so yensa beka yensa kan so a nkomo anase ekwan e wose efa so a eboa no so e be fa sa kwan no so aboa na we mani mu anu ma me wo enuo mienu esia me wo dank vita ana dank gastrocare nuni apanyi wase ni nuro
I have it too much
enya asem ketwa sa dank vita ana dank gastrocare sa enuo mienu yefuyare wu na sanya we fun eye obia sa enuo mienu we ebetima so problem bia sentia ne se sa dank gastrocare we ya sheda ye ne se ye de bibia fe no antioxidant polyphenols and phytonutrients and ye ahye ne ma sa so na dank vita no ya no nti ye de kabo mu a ye funya de ne se ye tie bia no etime boa etu ase e ma ekokora ade ba ko so ne se uto dank vita and dank gastrocare na uhia nchechiremu bia ye na mbesa na ye boboye no ubetime afre obi wono ma ohu se ne obanom no obi wono ma se ne eye no no ebia no ohia guidance bia na se akwankyere bi efa eduro no ho a ofre a na mbesa na ye beje ofre so na tese ya hwe ne achechire kwan befa so a obesu dank gastrocare ana dank vita abomu wabra wo yefunyade mamensa fa me numbers no into the bio ne mfa enkwa wiye ye numbers no 0244 01 75 56 0244 01 75 56 and I say 0266 59 33 0266 59 33 kai who said dank your location and I said baby e di adwuma no trade atwoma trade ho ne di adwuma nyina dank yasoye no eye ba akopɛ Ghana ha nyina dank asoye no eye ba akopɛ eno na wo atwoma trade no so ofiri kejetia tech and access of line eye ba ye hia ne se obefa trade car unya fa trade car ubeka se obesi ewo trade junction unya si ewo trade junction wa ubuso obia obecho baby a dank e di adwuma nyina afi nso ofiri oboase dunkwa na abekwai nso so na eye ba ufa kejeti aka uka che meet and ase driver ni se obesi e to the junction unya si ope buso obia se o hwe dank for no asoye obia ebechewo afi so se ukuta wa car ana wo ba tirie na we so abefo Google Maps ni bia ye yan se obebo ahyem Dank Natural Healthcare Complex. Unya boshe ma maps no ebeje utata edu wa besi Dank yabobwa no epe.
No wa tele no. Ka ye wo mo ye.
still Kotoko any Basikoli stars obi a ahyɛ yonko eka baako no na esi etie menki ka message ne kakra. Good afternoon Abu. Scoring Barca is no news. We are the world champions, so we don't fear any team. We the Chelsea fans don't want to hear that boy's name called Lamine Yamal near our darling boy Estevao. The show is live and clear. Inside Pando, Royal El Shaddai Printing Press, Catalyst, Pando, and all the fear by. Good afternoon, Abu. Fakye Sport no side. Liverpool is winning 2-0. Greetings to Onyene Kwame Frimpong, Asante Akim North MP, Ejadan, Jansa, Gideon, not the fear by Ebe Raha. Good evening, boss. Indeed, Chelsea finished the job. Simple. Arsenal Nest. Extend my greetings to Chama inside Sevitano Chrome, Ishmael inside Sevitano Chrome, and all the fear. Good afternoon, Abu. I'm Prince from Tepa. Please, is Barcelona still a team A? The other Babi Ramo, no. And I will so good afternoon, guys. I've been assigned the inside Sunyani Regional Hospital. On this day in the FIFA World Cup, Argentina secure an important win to steady their campaign. This is what they came for. Messi long range strike unlocked a tense match and got the Argentina back on track after their shock lose to Saudi Arabia. Messi produced 1 goal, 3 assists in a knockout game. Meanwhile, someone in the desert leaves square bicycle kick, and his fans start comparing him to a rare goat. Bicycle kick don't win trophies. Master classes do. The difference is absolutely massive. And Obama the good symbol.
Yes, 19 minutes. Stars 2.
Hey, Asemo. Hey. Oh. Basically Stars 2, Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko 1. That's the scoreline that you kromwa yedi Eramu Etimi Ediamamo Kama Pa. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm Kujo Kana from Yanchen Yase. My darling club Arsenal win by 3-1. The Eramu and so no. And also you guys are doing a great job. Yaga from Akima Safo. And good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm enjoying the show live inside from Kasiem. Keep up the good work, and I'm wishing my darling club Asante Kotoko victory in our ongoing match. Name is a match, and it's a be very scoreline aba. The Krobia Eda form Ekano Omatimu Bakwem is the 90th minute and Etimie Ramnane. Urwanichoma lunch and a course. Nina is the Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra Ebomodi Ministerial Oversight Committee or one about the strategic leadership yaba Ababe Ramuna. Omo ahwe kwan ebe so a eni yebetimi entutie na 2026 World Cup no yetimi ede dodo na akwako ramo mako akwako support o man Ghana na me komo no ni mu nhase na nhase no eni the chief of staff ebo mode di nkomo e na ne okasa etimi ede fa committee no wa already mu so bebo mode etimi ede aboye technical team say eno di nkomo no ede che.
And so unlike in previous times where all our focus is on just going in to play soccer and come back with a trophy, we need to shift it a bit. More or less, the part of the objective of this ministerial committee is to plan as to the advantages Ghana as a country can take for the fact that we have an opportunity to display to the whole world that Ghana we've arrived. Because it's not just the playing of the football, but the entire globe is going to focus on what is happening from June next year. For example, we expect you to, as part of your workings, we expect you to lend the technical support to the team and the management team as to how best they can deliver and deliver their maximum best.
Here for support in the round for the management team no come for some beboa na omo etimi e deliver na every etimi raman so a ozandi nkomo se here kan be fa so a e betimi raise fans the omako akako ramu ewo the World Cup na aboa mane makoye no so say and on the honorable chief of staff ebo mo de etimi retuga.
We also expect you, as part of your activities, to consider modern strategic way of raising funds, because all this will involve some funds. And if you tell anybody that, look, Ghana is going to be on the world stage, performing for, I don't even have an idea how many TV cameras, TV stations will be airing the World Cup. And so imagine in your mind's eye, the fact that the Ghanaian jersey, the Black Star, how many times the name of the country will be mentioned throughout the tournament. And so we want you to be able to convince corporate organizations that this is a blank check if they get associated with Ghana's representation at the World Cup for their brands to be known worldwide.
the lawyer come over what the team to your ear and also team no here na omonyen to ye said ne arrangement awro na so be ye beboa ma fans no timi abomodin akwa na World Cup Mexico Canada 2026 no omako akwa ejuma sei and no so bomodin de to aso.
We are also being tasked to help coordinate the travel arrangements, and usually we run into troubles with visas, and there are people who want to take advantage and give the country bad names and all that. We think your committee needs to have that oversight responsibility in making sure that Ghana's name is not brought into disrepute, even though we want as many fans as possible to be able to travel. And of course, visa facilitation is also very important. Just last Saturday, I was privileged to attend a program with the Chargé d'Affaires of the American Embassy at the Ghana American Chamber of Commerce. And then he said they are going to ensure that as many Ghanaians as possible are able to attend to lend support to our national team. And I thought it was a good statement that we need to follow up, and we expect your committee to make time and follow up with the appropriate officials at the American Embassy to make sure that Ghanaians are given the opportunity to go and cheer up their team.
Membership of the Ministerial Oversight Committee. See the city, Bezine Preference Stanbogwe, Office of the President, the Honorable Kofi Diada, Minister for Sport and Recreation, Honorable Samu Kujeto Ablakwa, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Honorable George Opare Ado, Ministry of Youth Development, Honorable Yusuf Jaja, and so Deputy Ministry of Tourism and Culture, Honorable Ampim Dakon Nyako, and so Deputy Minister, Ministry of Finance, and years Okreku, President of the Ghana Football Association, Elizabeth Yankee, and so Deputy National Security Coordinator, Abedi Ayu Pele, former Black Stars captain, and I feel Mrs. Mina Asamoah, Chief Director, Ministry of Sport and Recreation. The additional member to be confirmed. There's the Ebe Rama Berena Abwa, Nani Amadeda di Peti Meraman Tuema, we na MP for Ayapo Mosomumbra, na Ministerial Oversight Committee or Moba Berena, World Cup no ye dududona, Aquaku Ramna Ghana supporters Sakono, or Moba Berha Berha Faso Metasita Siskano, Akikabia Boom Defense Ako. Aquacuramia support to my Ghana. Krobia Kumasi Asante Kroko giving up an area Kroko artist on first defeat against Baseke Holy Stars. They was all joining a highlights in Ghana and the Dasso near the idea will enjoy anyway. So give no a game around wedding, but a body be an ape and a pat Baseke Holy Stars a bomb of the enemy a 2-man no edimpa. Never say a boy so that Yandeke na referee no day no J5. The highlight ni bi na daswa use or chana dona bebe na ewramu kama pa edi amaba Holy Stars 2 Krobia Kumase Asante Kotoko 1 Dwan toa heba clinic maka se du de wo so dwan toa o dwane atoa na che so hwe ewramu bibia ye beboare am opom de no ewie pe de tie ze ene omo a stroke echi omo to wo mfiri mienu ene Dr. Nana Owusu-Kutrampem doc abwa amomo jomo na so anema akoye kama pa etini ede amomo na emeze bosome eno de yese adwuma no de tiere ze after ze ne yahwe abwa ama nema de da yere ama no nso a omugiri so wo se do fa nema bi mebebo amo ahode no SCPS tati physiotherapy and rehabilitation no gade remedy me ma yoba wa peba unye bia de hiano so be ramo janto a Heba Clinic or Masue Arena, Yabwa or Nanema, Adaye Peti area ma Munkomo Nede. The Etiareze, Zene, Mosome Subunsa, Niaman Charankoye, and also Echino, Yana, Ewa, Otis and Nemiari Haka Crentino, Ofa Fukra, Na Chesa say, a man never would in Mwesi, Pushi, Nina Mono Kwai, Bernie Isa, and if your member no low spare count, and not die ya cry, what dinawa. Nina we are any abwana we jam so na nema de year ama blood pressure and fibroid diabetes asthma hepatitis B heart no kidney lung liver nina on say no ye reboa ma nema kuyere ma baby girls no makase ma bibi ncheche enye de ne ye bomode a vagina tightening no ye na eniza mfio no ya na mu bie sa na boys ne ba biwura ha ha adwen kakra tie wo so ma bibi cheche eye de na ye akono no eye abibiduro ene ye bomode di account enkoye ti ze ba kuru bi ye de sika ko twitwa baby wahwem kra wa foma wu dwanto a heba clinic na also bomode etinyere no echi no yesi e bema wo shankusu no emu ayedu na ageze ne boys no omo pe huge tax eto kezi omu a no mo ni age eno ema nkwatenten enkom ye mfa pane bi ankowo obebi a omo ze na aso to no fa na ekese na fa na mo ahyem e baza na wai se atofantu emwa enti kona ebidu emfa nkeka na wanimu no so no yere keka ma mo ayedu dwanto a heba clinic my goodness obo ejuma brutal different doctor nana also could try and pay my 0555805533 0555805533 oh pomo what one each mo ebija nkwanta school junction a omo old goyo filling station no rami ambo hanane manko ye pen fa mo hyase e bo de ye dwuma bi a ni nyina ne ze ne ye ze bia re to a free health screening no ya de ekoso o mo lab on tinipa bi a obetime rami a check it wa koma liver kidney lung prostate no hepatitis B no ba wa peba unye bia ko ye bia dia to ye ya till January 2026 inti eza pepe ena mun komo no esi etia ye bomodin na yetimi edi ewrom kama pa etimi edi amount isare tie ti ko ne mbo na hihye ndeda di pa etimi enfama na bi matizeze ene 11 warriors ya 11 wonders omo ye nya coach mu no say former New Edibiasi United NFA Tema Youth Head Coach Emmanuel Eidu. I'm saying Chebebo official. Ono na baba be take you over. Ono na na wabuana ni amakuye de ama. Papa na Moso ye former de. Former New Edibiasi Tema Youth. Ayi Tema United. Yeah, Tema United. Amo coach no na ezema teze likely so bana. Onam fofo no. Ono o ma baba be. Obi anya madam fokuma. Yankwe, Krobi aso artist yo mo fe bi anya madam fu. Yankwe ani me na me na wo se me mama fe for ne bam. Acha bro so 3 days. Mbese acha asam foforo. Ntimi we enye news bi ama me. Matese se o papa Shapiro so osira mo mani dinda. Na wonder said man wajai ti otifia mo man ni dinda na onwen ne ho no onye na adwumanti. See Shapiro asem no menka biu. New coach over and wakwaba. Can fool or some coin said Shapiro say no toku koni we ni adinina mo no san also pay na fire be faboa. Na boys no kobo matches na kan na bibia anya fainti. Oba and wakwaba mo atanase. Bibia be me bompa say sika bebe team no na sa didi win na to atwa na so mbiala. O say kodoko wa lose na match no. Yeah. I think that team are no here results the pa Baseke Holy Stars. God time mo push enya winning. Yeah, team are no here results the pa Baseke Holy Stars. Over table now, we are no more than yet. And I feel no mania almost second win or season. We need just one match pay. Yeah. Until I feel no mania win number 2. I listened to Alfredo. Alfred Chimensa of Unia. So na yo mokasa mafo. Yeah. Metie na Endra na okase they know what to do to beat Kotoko. Na man for say Kotoko concede Kotoko nyese no say they have what it takes to beat Kotoko and or show be able say open match omo baseke embrians omo winia ebe Kotoko match. And I was like, hey, Tima one na kwakoba, it is difficult to even get a goal past them, not sounded that confident. It clearly tells us that the club were well motivated and they knew that so many results we now and Papa and Fakye ahead of the game. And coach and Soja Juana. Yeah. Coach resigned, I think, and draft prior to match. I was and I pay it to say Johnson Smith and Penny Nation. I'm the number on board. I'm an Ababe. So difficult moment. So we match. This nature now coach Ivan Sado to AJ 24 hours or even less than that prior to the game. Now, I gather a momentum together to defeat Asante Kotoko. I think that Holy Stars boys now are there or say your ball. And this also sent signal to the Kotoko team say they are beatable. Say Biana Omuhuni say 10 games
lose too much. It is difficult for us to even concede a goal, not to talk of 2. Now we're conceding 2. Now we're tasting defeat. So coming back home, Zito will now have the chance to sit down, go to the drawing board, and make corrections. And maybe they will be able to correct those things. Now, other matches now can results. They have a big game to play. Weekend. I think they are playing Mediama.
Yeah.
And that is where problems now are starting. And I think that Karim Zito and Nemrantian will not let the problem begin. Because most of the times, the last way 2-3 seasons, I know a problem is starting. The moment they lose one game, now Baba was not free and the uncertainties now we are over free. They are coming to play against one of the most informed clubs league in Mediama, which are their way performances this season and so is something but I believe that Kotoko will come, will get themselves prepared, go into that game. How they will be able to redeem themselves. Holy Stars will win. We've talked about officiating and in the but I am yet to hear me say ABI will be monitor when ya BB game say incident BSC referees I say anti BBS woman. Okay, it is good. Most of the times I am game a come say now it comes with a lot of pressure. I am very keen when it comes to officiating and in but say anti BBS woman. Unfair grounds will be a modern work so any and I do bidding Kunima, more basic Holy Stars one abaso and going into next matches now can maybe almost done or may try I redeem myself go in Yana and second woman that man so be so they moving for the inquiry my banner probably will come back now yes I become once some day come on must say oversight committee for 2026 World Cup. Now, no, yana, ye inaugurate members are omo preparation, and they say oversight committee, Makai and Yamana, go in yana.
Yeah.
Okay. Not one of the defenders there. No more.
That is a cheap goal, pal.
3 defenders.
No more. Cheap goal, cheap, baby, or far born crab here.
First
to Namusa.
Goodness me. Go Ben.
Cheap go. Hey, ha. Namusa.
Oh. That's one of the worst goals team beat me across.
As a final touch in I better more never thought striker and I go.
Lord Amo. That's a bad goal. Okay. Now back to oversight committee. Koku and November 26. Committee ni ya pa hunt but as at now still I say that who clear we be out for fans anyway. I think that I feel I inaugurate to Monty rather will give them time. Now I'm about to lay down the policies. But I've listened to Nkomwa, Chief of Staff, Eddie Enamakai and Nema Honorable Kofi Eddie Adams, Minister for Sports and Recreation, and so actual Eddie Afa Committee, you know, say tournament now it is not only World Cup and but it is something for tourism and Ghana should be able to bring something home. Not only Zebia Yakojimundia but in terms of Bibia Ebekwa Kusuya, Edi Emphaso Papa Ebeba Ghana economy. That is the reason here. Among members winning eba on board Abua na Omabeshe Atu 20. Kukwayana committee needs no any problem. Say ye dey amount for on board, na any problem. But at the end of the day, the interest of Ghanaians, say Ghana Fubinya Kwani Biakon, ya anya careful. We will end up having committee members or tournament that's ordinary supporters. That has always been how Ghana team. Say I get careful, we will end up with initial one nobody can say members no me saying and then the year by some 11 overborn with your list no me 11 still I must send their thoughts about grab say about account to a more quiet couple 12 we ask committee members we will be out on the slot. Say I buy the nipa bekwa we will be out on the slots. Jibe we asked no na committee for no for crano akọ doors na ordinary Ghanaian time o man ni bo qualify no nam ha no woko ha no oba no ochie team ni app e be do time o so no so ja ho faso na akwa ewie but that is not my interest. My interest ni say omoma ye hu proper guidelines any kwan pa ordinary Ghanaian or te say me wo a opese wudi Black Stars achi now so call support o national team no e de na obehia de na obeya wetim dia call support o
emre no kakra wo because nyambo a draw na ye Friday we after no ye be hu one with the match on be be chance fi ne be be conti ye mo momre why mama instrument
committee na dos kwaku
ye mo momre
committee na dos ye committee o
as a kuma de onim ze bibia met committee o my so brother
there we Kotoko tasty on my first defeat in the Ghana Premier League and defeat in Ebano. Someone like me, Namin say a bit to me about bet. I didn't expect it to be in the way, especially with Basake Holy Stars, because we are talking about a club which check the Ghana Premier League log now. The performance of late, very, very, very poor and it's very, very bad. But in football, encounter for football. Anything happens in football, even club no battle for relegation, bit my surprise, so bit me police and wonders. In big matches, on bit me akum, and this was a crucial match for Basaka Holy Stars because of, the position of Moda in the Ghana Premier League and how they needed this win at all costs to make sure say a bit me appropriately or ediomu ako anymore. You see, say club ako and we hear mu say a honum na club any break. Awako esi nipa ye wo wiase se ohotche wana se sekeni ubutuma ena utimi efa adwen fa plans pa but sika ba butumu pe sa plans na ho ache na wo de fa adwen sa plans ni akọ at once sika na kira wo de o se wo ye fakoto we fakoye se afi plans na wo budget won se boso me yaso magima ketua be jepe me de koyese na divert sa bi na to Basaka Holy Stars at the time of coach throw resignation letter even before this game a lot of uncertainties happened within the club I was telling myself say if Basaka should go to the extent of having these same peculiar problems happening between their club, I don't think say in the next 5 matches they can actually stand the test of time in the 5 match fixtures are better in the Ghana Premier League. But then they were able to come over within a quick, shortest possible time, and they have been able to win over Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Not just a win, a convincing win in a moment. Say, I'm going to share the first goal, and so I think 49 minutes or something like that. And Sana Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Kwame Poku Eba in the 53rd minute Eba Beteka Ediama Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and then the last minute Ena almost Enya that winning goal no Ediama Omo club, and you can see how they were happy, how they were jubilating over that particular goal. They should jubilate because this is Kumasi Asante Kotoko na washeno, and this is Kotoko wabona wasa for him. They say in this season after so Kobo and even before and after so Kobo Confederation Cup Africa back they are always praising themselves. Say they've remained unbeaten in the Ghana Premier League this particular season, and no any other club can beat, not even House of Folk. Aoshiano in a super clash in Itimi Sheno, but then certain Holy Stars Itimi Asheno. It tells you how good the team was. It's a team any good they cannot easily override you when it comes to winning mentality like this. But Kotoko Fofenshu Mutim say Omuni club be a kwakoba a club no a die-hard moment at the moment. Whether Kotoko will play with the Heart of Lions, whether Kotoko will play with any other club, that table no league log na yebono say 20 teams na ye completed. Say Kotoko share any other club. Club no should understand. Say club na ukwakushiano no in the last moment for the club because of say one. Club na ukwakushiano no and the Basaka Holy Stars or home ground. Look at the number of people they trooping in. Ekwako had this particular man. It is because of Kotoko status. Kotoko is going in there and then omitimi enya a lot of gate fee ewo hono etimi aboa amomo revenue etimi shoot you up. Not only with that, players no musi akano. Each and everyone wants to create magic against Kumasi Asante Kotoko because when them say Kotoko na weshiano, so to me prove ebo the highest performance against Kumasi and Kotoko. We have a lot of scouts, we have a lot of agents surrounding this particular match, and if only they are able to give out their best performance, definitely the beat Mapekeno. So these are some of the things that Kumasi and Kotoko should actually understand, because all your best team, also all your best club in Ghana. That's will be a baby shewa otimi e pronouncing who ye obtese who ye the channel and no Baseke Holy Stars etimi aye this particular season. They have the last season. Kotoko close to about 7 matches unbeaten. Anna Kotoko getting close to the Ghana Premier League trophy. I think that was the second phase of the league. And I was saying say that time so Kwana Kotoko for so etimi challenge the Ghana Premier League and the na air koso edema Kotoko na. Let me be at that moment, you know. Omubetimi added the Ghana Premier League, but it was just a defeat and a draw in the setting in. Within that consistent performance in Kotoko, setting in, and other related problems, essentially ebem, and Kotoko, omu dreams of winning the Ghana Premier League and any other matters, no, etimi call at beat, omentimi angino. So the only thing that I am actually saying is that this defeat, you know, able to some the aba, because Kotoko ewinia. So even when the club is not performing very well, the fans find very difficult to actually criticize the players, even if they find any other ways to win their matches over here.
I don't know, say, yeah, nothing check you in America. I mean, it seems it's all mobile no bar. The news of also more highlight video. So when you have we all go back on 2 goals no almost share. First one we defender, second goal so aso omunina kwagu obia ko ora bi o say we no the two so am show be go
say
enye we no masande ba ku bi na say Baseke Holy Stars goals no as Kotoko defenders ni nyina menim say na on counter break so ba boko na na tie say ja omunina ko ora de no so be ban to the to
so what check is it to ball the game that they play with the Amuko away crack
wak match
Okobo wak na highline obo highline after wak obo has fuku it was highline minim say and only the main thing Zito epeso obo and as Zito pese in the system with Kotoko dia but ansana obusuya broni bi obo na highline ansana obusuya club bi o use the highline you should understand say or what the remedy and also or what the quality players are almost fitting that system.
Or on check you with your 2 mama no.
So Zito should understand say before also we use that tactical method no. Until say or that quality players now omit me about to that perfection of that particular solid I'm impressing now. Until say Coach Utuado or no super similar one. But to whom say yes na he need to change from the high line about the 3 back and answer the 4 back. Put me pushy kakra. When any system ever work commands and Kotoko.
But Obakase Fabi, you know, the start of the game, no. I'm not aware of my partner, Brian Azakaya Bishi. But no, so we all there, Kokuma plan is na yeshe game na si awan kick crowd. I'm aware warm up now, no cry.
It doesn't change anything. Se me kase metina kase ablo epra. Zach Ababishimwan. Then maybe I will be saying say, then Zach na nya de ni ashe Kotoko na. There be any sanity. When team actually plays very well and they understand your system, it doesn't even matter.
So, Abiba, you see this way. Omunyina so osan trick each other. Omunyina means that on count on. Omunyina so those who push here to really creep off.
Your own.
Yeah. 124 years.
Things so Kokumi shots a second goal in you. This is the winning goal. We want to for as a substitution at the bar. It is a list or hene.
Okay.
It is so hene. And we are no push. Okay, there where then I agree. We are no push for winning goal.
I knew for winning goal.
Push for winning goal. Yeah. So when they are wrong things say, we all right. Not meaning say when they first goal.
Let us not take anything away from the striker. What a finish!
Finishing nice finish.
What a finish! Strikers go.
Wow. Kofala capitalize on Kotoko.
Kamara close to wide the bats. What?
Is there a friend in Trinidad Aviator? So don't know one ACHS in October. This is a mass.
Top.
Yeah, Aviator. It's a nice strike.
Yeah. Not near my club name, and I'm very happy to say AC in a good time.
Yeah.
And senior AC, the players and the technical team need to sit down and then analyze the weakness of Kumasi and Kotoko currently as we speak. Because matches at Kotoko Bavaria Sports Stadium, Jabi, everything shows a Kotoko team, there is a problem. Baby, there is a problem within the team. And no na kwa show our basket. I'm home grounds now. So they should sit down, analyze the team, the weakness are Emma Kotoko team try. Because team can say with all these players somebody amount, you still find it very difficult to actually win. In matches some on paper, people will actually assume say a easy game for Kotoko to win. Kotoko struggles to win nowadays. What is the reason? It is because of the coach. He should understand. On what they made some little mistakes being away. Now on again say he would try so bit me appropriately on those mistakes. Now and yes, lose way now, but no. See na Kotoko for bit more matches there. Then I don't think in the next 3 matches to come, Kotoko bit me a consistent win. It's a club.
Mate, bro.
I mean, say, some copy. Say Bible school say day because we am can some obejimedi. Yeah, na me tell me go Kotoko work no ko bo highline na tia na highline. Afi de one highline na we come.
No, but we really that fit about a counter.
Okay, fine.
Your second goal ni a counter attack no mo the Baba we share Kotoko.
Koku, it's unfortunate say Kumasi asa no Kotoko a lose. And do share or more outstanding games me and Sana. They drew one, lost one, and we need back. And I think saying yeah bad. Koku record a crack coach Karim Zito. If a foreign coach behind the crown and Kebona Baso, I'm not a fan of Coach Karim Zito.
Yeah.
From day one, I've always been saying I'm not a fan of Coach Karim Zito. But the record that the crack coach Karim Zito say a Bruni coach behind the crowd and Kinyaso. Wagwe Obakotcon, this is the second defeat in the Premier League.
Wow.
The first one was against Vision last season, and this is the second one. Obakotcon no funny games our bonina Wagu Walusu 4 games. Wagu, you can't say this coach is not doing anything special as Andokotoko. He's really doing well with Kumasi as Andokotoko. I've lost count of the number of games or by Naka. Any games are wabo. But offer this season, offer from a champion of champions, no. Offer the Royal League, offer the Confederations Cup, no. Now the 11 games can one. This season, we'll lose 3 games. About 4 for Africa. About Baku against the Gold Stars in the Champions of Champions.
Now in check your official amounts and on the post match. I bet
that is 15 games. That is 5 games.
Yeah.
So Africa no any a year champion of champion there 5 and away 11. That is 16 games. Because we lose 3. Well, yeah, Juma. But he's really doing well with Kumasi and Kotoko. The SA coaching, coach behind individuals will have their problems. But Coach Karim Dito is doing wonderfully well. Kumasi and Kotoko. So who will be blamed for no Kotoko? I can bring that blame to the doorstep of the IMC. How do you sell your strikeouts? But we were told to say Kotoko yes, he can tempt them to take care of the club. By me, yes, Kotoko Sikan and Yamae, and they are trying to tell Ali Bengali when they will take actions. And do catch say, oh, don't play enough for Sika. Not play enough corner Sikan and Maya. Why do you tend to blame the coach? At that time, that now Abetamo Ekono, they had quite Poku on the treatment table. Those who was finding his feet. And they sold Abetamo and Okoye. And since Abetamo Okoye, look at the goal Kotoko go back when. So 11 games, Kotoko 12 goals. How do you expect a coach to be doing magic when who are leading and you are not doing things the right way? Or when a problem said will be one problems, you know. But in terms of Asani Kotoko Ejuma and the kind of result he's giving Kumara Asani Kotoko, he's done remarkably well.
I'm in Tiene Kakrabra after the game and come here. Now
see, I ready to this game. Once again, we squandered the chances and you took your chances. So to me, we shouldn't have lost this game, but it's part of the game, so everything is okay.
Let's see the way for Kotoko. Now, coach.
The way for every club, we all want to win the league. It's not only Kotoko. If the way you play here, if the way you are playing every club, there wouldn't be last. So Kotoko, everybody wants to beat Kotoko. That is the native of the issue. But we didn't play badly. We played good football, and we created chances. But putting the ball into the net was another once again the problem. But so far so good. We are playing the league.
Your next assurance for the supporters were expecting nice or.
This is football. This is football.
What do you have?
This is football. We are playing the league. You will beat, they will beat you, you will draw. So we are still chasing. We have 20. The one leading is having 23. So it's only one match, and we are playing at home on Sunday. So let's go.
You see, I'm beginning to understand him to a point. Sometimes I have issues with Miamen Crawford. They ask questions that provoke people, or issues with temperament. Me when I have a banter, I will press Asida. But after the game, he came close to me. I said he didn't come, and then he went his way, and I went my way. But sometimes in Zenbu, I spoke to Gracious. He was there. So I went home to do 1 or 2 stuff. On night, I spoke to Abrantiano, and he said, "Yes, he had triple or more bonus." Because by a Holy Start for no, he had triple or bonus. So if they win against Kumadas and Gotogo, so a player for these clubs are game win now. You go game win now. We need a shop on the other. I bet Marco Bebe the whole season and some hours. So when you are playing sad game, you put your all in it because your body are as and they are not fortunate. Some about has of go.
Yeah.
Into about has of go about Kotoko next season, the next round, they won't have any big game with you. This will be a teams now, a normal teams in the. So this is the time to market yourself. Go ya will say as if na Vita go ya was it's going to fly all over. And the attention back on so Frank do what I want to say 2 goals Kotoko. Yana has for Fanabai. So this goal would send him to places in Tomani Kotoko Kwakoba. That is the mentality. So I think say Nami express Kotoko be you know Machi and Diana. If they had won in combat affairs or because of goals difference or ABR goal difference, Senka Omenya goals are changing Diana. But Omanya win, Koku is not lost. Koku, if you look at your road system, Koku from a Sankregua, it will in a swan coin. So far, phone now check here. A bare 4 hours, 30 minutes drive from a Sankregua to home. Samra boy is a journey that, if not, you are going to do something special. So what is the making? I say, so I don't want to situate this to be a place, not or whatever, but you can't take that thing too away from it. Injury situation can be a very bad.
But Ocharman is a very that issue. Is he Kotoko center backs being a prime and a car trooper? Now that small boy no work with you team.
Ali.
So my cut to Pabeka Ali Mohammed and Kwane center back of you team.
Your coach or no or multiple positions. Kamara will hide. Both center back. Mudia me car some I know when you told me a day. And your coach in the 2 on play over 1 position. And your coach in the kai. So you can press Kamara ni. It's a Zakaria Fuzenu is a Samba no good na Benjamin Chumana say any dairy back with them. That is how it's supposed to be. Coach into 1 play over 1 position. And I'm not kai. How many times one coach in the voice was 1 play over 1 position?
Defenders
and I'm going by
defenders here prime and I can 2
and I make sure say coach say on play about 1 position.
I do now that go rock by say Obama be.
And me bought train and me jack or that no. And my son bomb ball. That is the difference.
Mate, why? But oh, hear me and I'll tell you, I'm school KCB power Krudioma or Santasia from crèche to JHS. And here, Pubia, or Babaye Nanuni as a headmaster and headmistress. Say, Utimia, now we need you one out to see now Fakye TV, a front dexa, and Tuba, Sister Luolina, no fair, na Odia Baba be Ramnabwa, my name is Timia Kuye, Kama pay Timia amount. Babacho. Said I can school from crèche to JHS. The opposite also by headmaster and headmistress. I do see the Babija Fakye TV. Your front desk, Eberena, your Rubna, the Bibia Kuye Perry amount. But this is a Diana Swift capture between 2-1. Alex Wachashi 2 goals.
Agumba.
Now I say the second goal in the year. But you do not tell me.
Wow.
Scholar, I think Diana should be 2-1. Alex watching.
I think nations, so say nations, so I say Ebony 2-1.
Oh, okay. So score line, no, make sure I'm wait to have fair over so bad low TV, no, not TV, and I'm in common 0206334747 0206334747 0206334646 0206334646. Now, young queen. Na embo na niema enkoye ntimi emfama so yehwe na yetimi edi ewram na bibia akoye dia ma me ba yo na di kan odi ani bibia afafi.
Hello.
Yeah, odi ni bibia afafi. Yeah, I ultra video.
Kotoko ena maestro kano nkuku na aba ti yanku shia di enfrim ana crazy to so tell Ricardo de analysis go on the stats ni go on ogba adwuma de aka ne se obehia ne maka kakaka o match bi se se o ja dora e bad eti wo mo de counter so shia kamo se match le 2 minutes we see na in defending in a dora bad ni ta hala medalase
Mate medase mamre ra men fa for pa do dia ne baby afrefi. Hello call out me kan. Hello, caller. Ultimate. Oh, I also bet me at joining another adventure channel. Bet me about na about time. But don't dear baby afrefi. Yeah, udini baby afrefi.
Hello, referee. It's a Manajigano.
Baba charge gano meet you.
Hello.
Oh, me too can meet you.
Hello.
Yeah, lower TV set on my TV. I need to meet you. I never ready and small far from my man coming. Mo ba na lower TV set and what TV and ekọ enim. Na e bia dey. Me ba jo di ani baby afrefi.
Abu good evening.
Yeah, good evening sir.
Na pomoko.
Me wo ya pa also e.
We had what otebo timi adwato.
Ozai meet you.
Awu ele ya sekotoko lu tu samachi. Ya pa me ka se boys no se omunpeja omu na omunji mi duwe ma na. Ya se omata se lu so much. Ana de toso mo bo adwuma mo yele mo ho adwuma de mo yi ni nyina ame pancha kete ma Ricardo Vara se onyele no ho na ese ne mo de bo no kostro pa nyame sira mu nyina
ma de o era se no di a so de bai me ba jo di ani baby afrefi. Mr. Javi be kwa bon call there. Yeah, that's it.
I had a class as a little police. The was a night as he achieved your one never catch the bed in the person. Only you know to know me. I feel if I find some other chest at us, and not even said me and the movie. Until no person like a radicial.
Mate, medal pa, Mary na me far from. Me ba to di ani baby afrefi.
Ba je ka se free tafu.
Me ba to me 2 million.
Abuja di na wuji le kama pa. Ne ko to ko ma pa de o ma na de. Ene pa do ma. De obi epise jibi mo yende mo mo.
Merasi, ba me hwe na me fa foforo.
Me ka che Liverpool fan de amon ko ma ko ma to mo yam na ni Liverpool. E be se ti ko to da na me se me ba so happy birthday me ba ni na wo da de. Me se happy birthday. me kana administration brabo so go you ni fia pri
te me da se pa menua ne de also de ba ye me ba yo die ne baby alfrefi hello call ante me kan oh me na foforo ba ya bomodena yetimi ato aso na baby bia de
hello
yeah die ne baby alfrefi
yeah good evening our boss
yeah good evening sir
yeah I'm talking boss
yeah you call you die ne baby alfrefi
friend Prince free issue managing no
yeah Prince meet you
oh solution about the solution I'm up I'm trying to be able to some 3 points you cried oh let me ask you that how to universal 3 now no you have the machine going to be the name of the parameter baby I'm going to say the some
Mate yeah that's it ma men come anim na men fa foforo me ba do din any baby alfrefi hello kola temeka all right me hwe na ma ye we ni ade na fe yakọ ye ni ni ahwe ba ko mi ri ansa na yatimi apage mu kola temeka
into kaka
yeah udin ni baby alfrefi
hello
yeah udin ni baby alfrefi lower TV set no na tie me why oh na zo yen ready am am come ani na me fa so ofre na wa lower TV set na ze me kasa wa ha wo yeso be tie hu e be du be ko echi kra u tie me ya na yakọ ani na bibi ade dade udi ani baby alfrefi hello yeah udi ani baby alfrefi Baba do ka so aboko de. Yazu ya wo ye pa miti o.
Ma mo ni eduma fa mo ye. E mo kotoko fo ye so ma mo bo we na ke we ke. Don be tine wi ni ama ye na ko abega league ni top. E na ye sia akoye se ye so e se put. Omo no mo di na continue mo ye ma kotoko fa na tuma pe pra e na ma ye.
Ante me so me das me na me fa ba community ntwa to na afie nye na yempije mu call out me nka hello call out me nka the new one today kama about good evening dini baby alfrefi
John
baba jo mi ti o mi ni
Mr. Kotoko team your defense is problem on one fan need for defense because we see previous matches now say yeah can year defense now and more than one from and to me I'm from my yes correct
Mate ya mberhe na omaye hu dwumedi ama no wan fa ba kuntwato na yempija emu yanko baba yo na atwato di ni baby afrefi Kutuka kazafi. Kutuka techima boko de. Baba jo mi ti o mi nia.
Me pa jo abu amu ye de yamu so mo pa. Ba se ne yamu ye mana ni na mo kan to check out for improvement. Me pa jo amu ye mo ko to ta you look at it. Because we check ko kan ya ta am standard no of. But ya na mo so amu hu mo kan ko ntran. Wakar ko se ko ko ba ke wo sa jam yi pare mo je ko ko biti bo no ba e je ko e biti na no ka do ko match ko boy ko se ma ta tro ka na li ko biti ko match be se 8-9 na wo du ka te go in 10 na mo si we e biti mo Ghana inti mo kan ko enti mo nya de ba biti amoni ba ko mo ni do li ni de wo mo nya asa kan ko mo fa nya fi ntumi amun kan kwenta na mun ja because na le do na ya mun so tire na me ko to ko na le we se me hazina le on kan kwenta ti ya ngen shebo even damali mo me ni ko ko she de ma ya mo and ni ko she ni ko ko te chebo ba ai na mu
Mate why me da se why me ze unya ba kana gwanche
Nkano crenche local teams. Nkano crenche mo amosi ye gule you know.
They nkano cause it is come for anyway. They nkano crenche local teams.
Na ahano no also the feed they also the feed to when has been the last time.
Whatever change us.
Ubi atina
oh yabotre oh yabotre shaba eh na ma pe yabo ocha there was a show we are on we here obi bi on afidi to us here ne nyame hia no papa na the ohwe wo e program bi ano nyame hia na nam yabocha ye ba no pa no 7 to 8 ne wi aba 3 to 5:45 obi are no we ye da mo nyina se nyame hia mo pa